God.
Dream. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. That was me.
Jesus.
That was
You
completely
fucker,
me.
you were waiting.
No, I opened. I'm streaming that. Streaming me and just opening it and going, oh, okay. And then just like, yeah. For once, I'm not gonna have your stuff open over mine. I'm just going to be zooming.
Hmm.
Let's move in a little bit. I'm rearranging stuff on my thing so I can watch everything.
Oh.
What? What's the O for?
Hello, exiled. How are you?
Alright.
Ooh, all dressed. That's the seasoning I have up here. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna
Good.
grab what I wrote real fast and put in a pinned comment.
That's a good idea.
Hmm.
So I think I might do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
What's
Hello,
in
Echo.
save? Alright. I'm just trying to adjust real fast. Oh, I forgot that's where the chat goes. Let me pull my chat box over here now.
No, it's fine where it is.
No, I'm
Completely.
But no, yeah, Echo, I'm drawing you today while we're reading this awful fucking fan fiction.
So I also found the way to do the full work so I don't have to press next every single time. And I think that might improve our enjoyment of it only by 0.7%. So, so for anybody that doesn't know,
Oh God.
I was at work one day and I was like, you know what? There's nobody at work. Literally nobody. It was like a ghost town. I think it was like the most deadest I've ever
I think
seen
you were
it.
texting me like all day, like
I
there is
was.
fucking nobody here.
Yeah. And so I was going through the Cohen X Reader fanfics on AO3 and I was like, yeah. See what there is. Try to find a safer work one. Not impossible, but you know, I was hoping. And I opened up this one. And I got through about 2/3 of the first chapter, and I put in heavy quotations chapter, before I fucking was like, okay, nope, nope, no, 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 nope, no, no. And then I was ranting to Maddie about it after work, and then I started reading it to her. And now we have gone,
since then.
yeah, we spiraled, but we have prefaced 17 of these chapters already. So this isn't a blind reading by any means. Thankfully, it's not a blind reading until we get to those 17 chapters.
We got to a certain chapter and then we were really glad we were reading them ahead of time because there are some parts that we are just going to be skipping.
And I'm not sharing. I'm not going to share this fanfic like on my screen or anything, so you will not be able to read this. But if you do find this, because it's pretty easy to find, please keep that in mind that we are skipping some bits. This is like we are child-proofing for adults this fanfic.
And don't worry, it'll still be awful.
Oh, it will.
Yeah. Oh, I promise you guys that it's not like you're not missing anything, but you're Aries had started posting it in the Patreon chat
Mm-hmm.
in my Patreon chat for a while ago, and it got to the point where every time she'd start posting again when we were reading another chapter, uh, basically like at least 3 separate people would go, "Oh God,
It's back." Yeah. So keep that in mind. Our tags are angst, autism spectrum, alternate universe canon divergent, not canon compliant, fluff and angst, fluff, hurt/comfort, hurt no comfort, character death, author has never played Call of Duty, can't speak Spanish, snipers, and slow burn. I also cannot speak Spanish, so if I butcher shit, I am very sorry.
don't worry, the author can't write it either, so it's fine."
This has
On my
65
end-
chapters, by the way.
Yeah, it started at like 42 when we started reading this thing.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's it was updated
Currently being
today.
updated. Oh God, like this is currently being updated.
Mm-hmm. It has 83K words, 42 bookmarks, 45 comments. And what were you gonna say before I fucking got you?
Oh fuck, what was I gonna say?
Her name is
Oh, I'm gonna be drawing. I'm gonna be working on a commission while this is happening. I will possibly also be doodling, mostly doodling us 3 reacting because it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not be upset if you mute and only are here for the art. Like, please mute if this is making you uncomfortable. Like, I totally get it. For both ends, listen at your own comfort. If it's too much, we're not gonna be offended if you don't want to listen to it. Like that's totally
completely
fine.
okay.
I have to listen to it because I'm in the fucking call. So
yeah, I have both streams muted and it's just not working for me. Is the thing. I don't.
Yeah, do what we cannot if it becomes too much. Mute.
Run far.
Yeah, be free.
All right, this fanfic is called Echoes. It's a Cohen X Reader X Ghost. Its summary is Task Force 141 takes on a sniper temporarily. They did not expect her to bring an emotional support Latino bestie. What happens when 2 emotionally stunted man slowly falls for her? Yes, it's not men, it's mans. Not even that, it's man. If you have nothing nice, don't say anything. Why? Do you want to die? Mildly.
That's the start. That's the start. That's the author's summary.
That is the author summary.
Racism matters not to him. Oh, we got to like chapter, what was it, 16 that had it?
What?
The really racist bit where me and you both went, oh
17.
God.
That is chapter. 17? That's the last chapter we read.
We just sent a fucking screenshot to Hazel and we were like, we can't.
I said that to Jack as well, and he said, "What the hell?"
It gets really.
And I said, no, I had without saying it, I had a I did a the Sons of the Forest game, and I had like some of my friends that I've known forever in there, and I mentioned it to them, and his only reaction was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You got an echo. I'll put on the Firebug cosplay.
Just, I'm at 27k points. Let's fucking go. All right. Okay, it's been 9 minutes. It's enough stalling.
Now that we've got enough people in the fucking thing to suffer through this with us.
It's time to suffer. Yay.
If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Why? Do you want to die? Mildly. Damn, Spider Monkey, you really need to get out of your head. And where? Up your ass? I know you're upset. Whatever. Gazelle! I told you not to call me that. I hate it, I snapped. It wasn't even my real name. My partner, platonic friendship, called me that after one single time I played Gazelle in ballet. He never let me live down my most embarrassing memory. Well, that's the name I'm introducing you as. Hey. End yourself. If you
And
can't be nice,
it just
shut
starts like
up.
that. Yeah. That's just how it starts. There is no like premise.
Nope.
It starts with dialogue and not even like
Mm-mm.
dialogue that helps you know what's happening. That's how it started.
Yeah. If you can't be nice, shut up. I hate this. I know it's only temporary, maybe a year or two. If you say so, Charlie, 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 he nudges me roughly, stopping me from repeating his code name over and over again. It's getting worse, I frowned in frustration leaking into my voice.
Oh my
He-
god, it does tell us that it's a code name and not his actual name.
Yeah. Keeping
It
your
is
mouth
never
shut.
referred to as his code name ever again.
Keeping your mouth shut will help with the echolalia. Lalia. How do you pronounce that again?
Echo I think it's echolalia.
Echolalia.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, and now we have a sudden scene shift. There is no indication why on this.
Yeah.
Task Force 141 waited impatiently for the new recruit. They have been actively on missions for a few months now. They're waiting for their new sniper. They said this one's good. They'll be a judge of that. In the distance, the sound of the helicopter
Because there's
lands.
no way they would have received a debrief on the person.
Nope.
Why would they?
In the distance, the sound of a helicopter lands. The new recruit is 20 minutes late. He's gonna get it from everyone. The helicopter doors open and a tall man with dirty blonde hair steps out. He has a wicked smile and behind him was a girl. They frowned. Did the new recruit bring a barracks bunny? Brax bunny? Sorry.
Barracks.
Barracks. I'm so sorry. I will forever stumble on that word.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think they've written it correctly at all during the whole fanfiction, and I think they spell it different ways every time. So
The girl picks
Wait,
up
how is it spelled?
Barracck.
That is
That's
not plural. Barracks is supposed to be plural nearly every time. There's not a single barrack.
That's why
the
I'm
barracks.
pronouncing it wrong. There's
One
no
barrack
S.
would just be like, yeah, one of them
Barrack
would just be like
bunny.
a fucking bed in the middle of nowhere. Like, that's not how that works.
The girl picked up the sniper rifle and followed the man talking. As they approached, they both fell silent. Recruit, why did you bring girl? One man yells. The young man takes a step back, hands in the air. She's the recruit. They all turned to her before laughing. A girl? A weak little girl? She's far too small to be on their team. Then who are you? A new voice asked. It was the oldest man on the task force. By the look of his aged face, the young man produced a letter and handed it over. An emotional support person? Really? He huffs, unimpressed. He gazed down at the girl, who wasn't even looking at him. She stares at her shoes.
I cannot stress this enough that this is a Call of Duty fan fiction.
Yep.
I'm so
You're
sorry
so
for
right.
any of you
Yep.
that have played the games or know how the characters act.
I'm not. You deserve this. You deserve
Yeah, Hazel's like, I've had to sit through so many readings of this. Fuck everyone else.
No,
Did
this
Boy, the
is-
author never played the games. Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry, it's
the
very
three of us
evident.
haven't either. The three of us haven't either, but
I went on when Cohen gets introduced, first time, I went on like a 3-minute rant of just showing Maddie different like videos of like Cohen's actual like demeanor from voice lines and everything. I was like,
it's so different.
this man does not compute right? I'm not the only one that thinks this, right? Okay, an emotional support person? Really? He huffs, unimpressed. He gazed down at the girl who wasn't even looking at him. She stares at her shoes, more preoccupied by the dirt in the creases of her boots. It's pissing her off that the dirt was everywhere.
Yeah, dirt everywhere. In a fucking...
Cadet, look up. I slowly look up, trying my hardest not to glare at this old dog. My face fell still and not a single muscle moved. I stared into his eyes blankly and lifelessly. If he wanted my gaze, he'll get my fucking gaze. Charlie nudges me again. Don't do that, that's aggressive, he nags. I blink at the sense of hostility vanish. I return to staring, this time at his name tag. What's your name, Cadet? Call her Gazelle, Charlie spoke for me. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. I had nothing nice to say. 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 Stop that! I didn't... Wait, are we having echolalia in our
God,
head?
I love it when the echolalia is in our thoughts.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn
Also,
minute.
That's not really echolalia. Echolalia is the impulse to repeat. What other people say, and it's usually only once or continuing the song. It can repeat but not it's not every single time. What's happening is she has a kind of stutter,
Mm-hmm.
and she will continue to refer to it as echolalia like exclusively through this thing, despite the parts where it's absolutely just a stutter.
Mm-hmm. I didn't ask you. I speak for her whether you like it or not, Charlie steps forward, intending to intimidate the old man. They were the same height, 6 feet tall. I roll my shoulder and push him back. I hand over a letter I wrote earlier that helicopter ride. I need to look up what Price's height is. I
A
don't
mental
feel.
stutter as well, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's exactly 6 foot. Okay, I was like, that didn't sound right to me at first. Ugh. I roll my shoulder and push him back. I hand over a letter I wrote earlier on the copyright. He talks for me. He can translate for me. He's the only person I trust. I don't care if you like him or me. We are coworkers, not friend. It reads. A man with a mohawk stood up and took the letter.
Not friend. Hard stop.
Not friends.
Not friend.
It's really hard to tell, if it's just you misreading or if the thing's fucking up. Because I've read some of this
It says
on
friends.
the fucking screen, and sometimes it's just incorrect though.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell.
It reads, a man with a mohawk stood up and took the letter. He chuckles and hands it around. They begin to laugh at me. This brat. I could tell from their eyes they believe they could crush me. I stare at them before slowly
They
clapping.
could.
I may not be able to speak, but it doesn't stop me from being an ass. I muster up the most bored expression I can manage to just stare at them. I turn to Charlie and sign to him. Laugh now. Laugh all you want. But when we're in the field and it is I who will carry your fate, damn spider monkey, you don't need to be so cruel, he arms. I know they have egos. I know it's unjustified. I can't read what you're going when you're going that fast. My hands slow down. I simply give one last message. Piss me off and I'll let you die. Everyone laughs. How cocky of her. Charlie pats my back before giving me a knowing smile, an evil grin. I feel the same. They were looking down on me. So be it. I can tell.
Why is she here?
don't know.
She very obviously does not want to be here.
Mm-mm. I can tell they get no bitches. They are bitchless. I sign. Charlie chuckles and signs back. No bitches?
They're
No bitches.
bitchless.
I pick up my stuff and walked into the base, ignoring the men's stare of contempt and interest. Charlie picks up his stuff and again follow me. By the way, her furthest shot was 2,000 yards. He smiles, following after her like a puppy. I don't know if that's good or not.
I don't know if I believe that.
The two of us were always together. We never left each other alone but with the others. We ate together, hung out together, and trained together. We barely talked to each other. We didn't need to. Sometimes coexisting together is all you need. This sounds like this bitch read one fucking teenager thing. Sometimes you just need to coexist with your buddies and then made it the entire personality. Because you can. You can. Don't get me wrong, you can coexist with people.
Okay.
But to this extent...
I googled the longest recorded sniper shot.
What is it?
And it's 3,800 meters. So it is possible to have 2,000 meters. Or miles. I don't know if that's miles and meters. I'll be honest.
They said yards. They said yards.
Okay, well, it did. Luckily
Meters.
for us, it transferred it to yards for us, and that's 4,156 meters. So that's less than half of the world record.
What's the average then?
How far can the average?
I feel like that's where we need to start. Echo just said in your chat, world record sniper shot is 12.5k feet. Hers here is 6k feet. So she's
Okay,
doing half.
So she's. So it's not even better.
She's not. We are. This is
Don't worry though, guys. You'll figure out her key sniper skill that comes in.
She's truly the peak of her performance.
Truly. One by one, the
The top in her field.
Every part of this fan fiction makes me want to die.
One by one, the task force, one for one. I don't know if that was done intentionally or not. slowly realized that she was always watching. Her unblinking stares are unsettling, her eyes smoothly tracking from one side to another. She seems to be aware of everyone who looks at her. She has this uncanny ability to simply turn the moment someone glazes at her a moment too long. Which, keep that in mind that later in the chapters, she does not like making eye contact.
Yeah.
Like,
She
she switches
mentions that.
violently from making eye contact to hating eye contact.
And then continues to stare people directly in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make that also clear.
They
It's
go ahead.
no, that was it.
Okay. They didn't like how quiet she was either. She was too above them to speak to them. No one liked how well she ignored their cruel words. She simply gazes at them coldly and vacantly. Her gaze barely gave away what she was thinking. She's unreadable and it was incredibly frustrating. The two were practically married. This is flipping back to Charlie, I think. There was a silent bet to see if they were. They had matching tattoos on their hands. The left a skull, the right dates. The left a skull, the right dates. Charlie had a tattoo sleeve. It was incomplete, but looked very ornate.
I'm like waiting for it to get to the part where it tells us the character's age, like their ages.
Mm-hmm. Gazelle wore long sleeves even in hot temperatures. She looked a little miserable. Her hands had scars across the top. She seems to hide her body within her clothes, leaving everything to imagination. What the fuck?
Leaving everything to
She's
the
conveniently pretty, but that's not saying much to men who haven't seen a woman in months.
Conveniently?
Conveniently pretty.
Does it actually say that?
Conventionally. Conveniently?
Okay.
Conventionally.
Okay. I thought I was okay.
Conventionley. TLY.
Oh.
What does it say?
I'm trying to like find it.
I don't think that's a word, I'll be honest.
trying to
I think they
find where
just
it is
misspelled conveniently.
I have it highlighted.
No, that is conveniently. That's not conventionally. That actually says conveniently.
Oh, okay.
She's conveniently pretty. Her clothes leave everything to the imagination. Baggiest clothing ever. Yeah.
Is a
Perfect for when you're a
military
sniper.
outfit. Moving
Yeah.
on.
They all have a fucking uniform.
Yeah.
I'm just no. Clothes leave everything to the imagination. I'm just picturing those big, dumb, like block suits from that one music video.
Oh my God, the
She's
what?
Kanye West?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, no.
It makes more sense. I mean,
Most of them didn't
Does.
introduce themselves. For verbal content clues, the one in the skull mask, Edgelord himself, Ghost. The Mohawk one is Soap. Stupid if you ask her. Why would you name yourself Soap? What is it, you, a type of detergent? The old dog was called Price. The last one was Gaz. Gazes. They added an S to the end of Gaz, so there's
Gazes, yeah.
Gazs.
Hello, I'm Gazes.
Gazes. He only
Gazes.
he only non-white besides me and Charlie.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's what it says. That's exactly.
He only none.
He
white.
only non-white.
He only
besides
none
me and
white.
Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah.
non-white side beef. Non-white.
Non-white side beefcake.
Boop! Gazelle. I look up to see Gaz walking to me. He flashes me with a fake smile. I look back at my gun. I have disassembled my rifle, cleaning it to be
Wait,
spotless.
no, did it say with? Does it actually say with? That's important.
Gazelle, I look
He
up to see
flashes
Gaz
me
walking up to me. He
with-
flashes me with a fake smile. Yeah, it says with.
He whips out his dick
He looks at his
and smiles at me.
leading your gun. I nod. Charlie looks up her phone and turns to Gaz, giving him a suspicious glance. We're having a shooting competition. You want to participate? I stop and then look over at Charlie, who only shrugs. I look back and nod. I'll show them what I got.
I'll show them what I got.
No,
Why is
so
she cleaning her rifle here? No, not.
they said they went into the building.
Echo, you fool. I don't think we ever know where we are. Like sometimes
We
they'll
really
tell us, like, I
don't.
think technically she did say where we were.
Yeah, it
but-
said that Charlie followed us into the building. So we went into the building, and then it's implied that time has passed.
Setting isn't important. You don't need to think about where your characters are or how that
entire
affects
fanfiction.
them.
This entire
Come on.
fanfiction will take place in a helicopter,
Mm-hmm.
an army base, or a different army base. Those are the only 3 places: enemy army base, regular army base,
And wherever they're
helicopter.
infiltrating, and the
yeah,
forest.
that's what I mean. Enemy army base.
The forest, actually, it'll take
The
place in the
forest.
forest. So those are our 4 sceneries:
Okay,
base,
keep those in mind.
helicopter, land pad, the forest, or enemy territory. Those are our 4
That's it.
settings. Everyone's gathered up. They all turned to me suspiciously. A few had smirks in their face, on their faces. Charlie sat back.
You had smirks on their face.
Charlie sat back, hiding his white smile. They were trying to humiliate her, to show her she's nothing. Too bad I am something. I silently waited for my turn. They all went before me. All had good scores, but they were nothing compared to my abilities. I have a sharp eye and could shoot a gun with such ease, it's like I'm part of it. The first round was pistol shooting. There was a line of beer cans lined up. I picked up my pistol, twirled it in my hands, stepped forward. I gauged my distance and looked over. I dropped my hands and looked down before looking up. I lazily stretched my hands out and began to hit each can easily. It was as easy as eating cake. Don't twirl a gun.
It was what? No, twirl the gun, look down, look up, hit the cans. Don't shoot the gun.
No,
hit the cans.
Hit the cans.
Yeah, of course. What's wrong?
She never. I don't think she clarifies that she's shooting them. So
I
she's
silently
just, like,
wait for
run
my
up to it.
turn. They're gonna be. I have a sharp eye and can shoot a gun with such ease. Like I'm part of it. The first round was pistol shooting. There were a
Guns
line
are
of beer
throwing
cans lined up. I picked up the pistol, twirled it in my hand, stepped forward. I gauged my distance and looked over. I dropped my hands and looked down before looking up. I lazily stretched my hands out. I began to heat each can easily. It was easy as eating cake. Yeah, she never says shoots them. She just hits them after stretching out her hand.
Like hit somebody with the hilt of the gun.
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
It's that. She's just like run up, whack, 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 whack.
Oh, pistol whip.
Pistol whip. Thank you.
I got you.
Guns are a throwing weapon.
She is the world. You know what? She is the world's best sniper. She can throw anything. 6 months.
Stands in the tree and like whips the bullets with her bare hands.
No
Yeah,
gun
exactly.
needed. She is the gun.
Honestly, that would be more interesting than what she actually does.
Yeah.
1000%. Yeah.
It'd be so
I
fucking
just
funny.
pitched the best TV show ever written. I don't know.
Yeah.
The second round was
Sniper
normal.
rifle like a javelin makes the 2K yards impressive. It does though. It fixes a lot of my problem with it.
The
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
second round was normal gun movement, shielding yourself and shooting. I was good at it. My smaller frame made it easier to do the task.
I was good at it.
I was one of the faster and more accurate shooters. Far from the best, but better than half. The last round was my especially my creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. Creme de la creme? How do I pronounce that? It's the same word. Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. This is
Creme
my
de la creme.
magnum opus round. My first shot was 100 yards. Easy. I frowned. There's something off. The bullet drifted. This gun is faulty. What? 150 yards. Done. This time I shifted a little. Still a headshot, but it wasn't dead center. Annoying. 200 yards. Yawn. 500 yards. Piece of cake. I get up and begin walking
Don't
back
you
to
love it when the farther you're shooting, the more accurate you get?
Yeah, that's not how this works.
It depends on the gun and the scope, but yeah.
It
With the
shouldn't work for
pistol,
this.
you're right. It doesn't work here.
Also, we are not acquiring recommendations for fanfic. This is a fanfiction that Aries found that we're reading.
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna make this a thing.
I don't think we would find enough safe for Twitch to make it a thing anyway.
I don't think we'd find one worse than this, which is the only way I'd do it.
I hate reading all 99% of fanfic is not worth the time. I don't like looking for it. It's bad.
But I appreciate that you wanted to share it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like hanging out. Especially since this is this isn't just like milk toast bad, where I can
No.
just like, oh,
Mhm.
it's a thing. No, this is just horrifically awful.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't mind a Twitch stream of reading good stories. One of the messages safe, I swear. We're not. The problem isn't if it's safe or not, because we'd pre-read it anyway. The problem
Yeah.
is that, or it's not a problem, but like this is the only fan fiction we have plans to do this for. Entirely
I
because
just wrote
because
I
Aries
wrote
found it one
reading
day and we
fan
were like,
fiction
oh
Sunday because
fuck.
it's Sunday. That's the only reason why that says that like that because it was just like, oh, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it down.
Normally on Sundays I would be playing games with Link and Tyler, but they are both.
Usually I have a D&D game.
Usually I am
This is
at work.
entirely because we had time.
Yes. 500 yards, piece of cake. I get up and begin to walk back to let and pass them. For my last round, I'll be cocky. 1,000 yards. Everyone gets a whisper. A few begin to degrade me. I
How'd
wasn't
they
going
set
to
that
make
up?
it.
They like preemptively set that up. Why are they surprised by this? She's a fucking sniper. I don't.
Well, they're surprised because she's using a pistol, which is
No, she's
insane to
using
do
a
this.
sniper rifle now.
Oh, she is? I
Yeah.
can't follow this shit. Okay.
So,
Don't worry, none of us can. The only reason Aries can is because she's actually the one reading it.
so first round was pistol shooting. Second round was normal gun movement, and then last round is my
I
creme
love
de la
normal
creme.
gun movement.
And it's
the gun.
Okay.
but it's not specified that it's snipers. It just says that the gun's faulty.
Okay.
It's just
that it's
implied
her
that
gun,
it's snipers because it's creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. Only the last round, yeah.
It is dead. It is the dead middle of the head. I wasn't gonna make it. They said it is the dead middle of the head. I stand up and hand the gun back to Soap, turning to Charlie and sign.
That's not that far by sniper records, though. Like that's
Yeah,
even by
Real
herself.
close.
Also, dead center of the head is like the nose.
yeah.
I
It
need
is.
to make that clear. She didn't get a headshot; she got a face shot, which is like
It's
would fuck
similar.
somebody up.
Yeah, it's gonna
but-
fuck somebody up, but it's not as.
It will probably kill them, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like.
But it's
Not a brain killing.
but it's not the target.
Yeah. The gun is faulty. Charlie spoke up, translating my signs. What? The gun is making the bullet drift a few centimeters to the right. Everyone looks at each other. You should get it fixed. Charlie hums a slide, cocky smirk on his face. A slide. He has a slide on his face.
Slide cocky smirk.
Slide cocky.
If you want to make a claim for her being noteworthy, is her not having a spotter. Yeah. Don't worry, she doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, she doesn't need it later either.
By the way, what does she win? Every good competition should have a prize. Charlie snickers. Snickers is capitalized, so it's the candy bar.
It's the candy.
Snickers holds up candy bar.
I need
He
a
turns
hug.
into a candy bar.
It's just pure chocolate and caramel.
Oh shoot! I made the middle. I made the middle design.
Okay.
Facing the wrong way for the hair. Shit.
Okay, sorry. That was just,
Alright.
that was me readjusting to my life here.
Mhm.
Oh, she doesn't. The Charlie Snickers, knowing damn well the prize is berating Gazelle, they all frown. Oh, she doesn't care. Charlie hums annoyed. I didn't want anything. I walk back to the barracks, back to cleaning my gun. I made myself clear. I am good, and I am cocky. You were all trying to humiliate her, huh? He turns to them, gaze cold and heartless. None of the task force felt fear. They didn't care for him. He was nothing. She has an ego. So she has an ego.
She has an ego. There she does.
That's why Scottish British. Goddamn it. Soap spoke up. It's not ego. It's skill. You're nothing but her pet. El Burrow save mas que q to so be it. He folds his arm, chuckling at the words. She's only temporary. Price spoke up as smoke exited his mouth. I suggest you don't make an enemy of us. We don't play fair once you anger us. He threatens. Who the hell do you think you are? I am Charlie, the one and only. He spreads out his arms, chuckling and walking off to find Gazelle. Both of them have egos. Ghost spoke up. Everybody nods.
That's the end of the chapter.
I'm translating this in Google. I need to know what he said. The donkey saves more than you. What?
I think it means the ass saves more than
Yeah,
you,
probably.
but from what I can tell in Spanish, they don't usually use the direct translation of things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what has happened is
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and author note. Our first author note. I have no idea if the Spanish is correct. If you can speak Spanish and would like to help me, please DM me. P.S. I've never played COD or know gun terminology, so yeah. That that took us 25 minutes to get through.
just chapter
And
one.
I've
There's so much more to go.
only 25 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's only
Okay.
the first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to get to the fucking
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
the thing.
Chapter 2, Spider. I lost my ability to speak. My damn mutism kicked in one time I wanted to shit talk. The worst part is Charlie won't translate it for those dumbasses to hear. I want them to know. I have so
Oh
much
yeah,
to say,
Charlie
so
is
much to
like the
mock.
worst fucking
He
translator. By the way,
is.
he's here to translate for her until she can like is comfortable enough to like actually speak. So she is using like sign language, and he refuses to translate what she's saying.
Yep. Despite the fact that
Sometimes
it's
just
his
straight up.
his entire job at the moment.
Yeah, that's the reason he's here.
I look at the map, bored and disinterested in the plan. I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention to my
I will
part.
play attention.
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
I like playing attention.
I
Me too.
expected they won't give me an important part. I looked around. The map was wrong. I looked back, but nobody has noticed. The map is nothing like the cartel movements. I let out a sharp whistle to gain everyone's attention. There's our first whistle.
Oh, fuck, right. The
I'm
fucking
gonna keep a tally
of the whistles.
of the whistles and how often she does it in this fic.
It's a lot.
It is. Need to get the hair from out behind my ear. There we go. You think the map's wrong? Charlie hums. He looks at the map. It looked fine to him. It's not cartel-like. Monkey, you think it's wrong? I nod. Now she starts calling her monkey. It's not
She never
cartel.
introduced herself via her actual code name. I don't know
No.
how they know it, but
It's not cartel behavior. You know that, I sign. But what does that have to do with the map? I'm saying this is more military, less cartel movement, more milita. I sign back. Okay, what the hell is she saying? Price snaps annoyed. These two are having a conversation. She thinks the
I'd be
cartel.
pissed too.
Yeah, me too. She thinks the cartel is working with the Milita group, am I right? I nod and look back at the map. She thinks, soap sighs. He
Is
doesn't
it
believe my
militia or
hunch.
militia?
Hmm?
Where's the word?
Milita.
No, it
Militia.
is militia.
Militia.
That's
Okay,
militia.
I'm pronouncing
I
it
didn't
wrong.
want to say anything.
Oh, please say something. Hi,
I
Adrian.
just want to. I gotta check because I gotta make sure it's like if it's Aries just misreading or if it's actually written like that because there are some parts where they just don't put letters in.
Alejandro with an H. Anyways.
Yep.
She thinks, soap sighs. He doesn't believe my hunch. I glower. But I knew my face didn't shift at all. Everyone turns back to the screen and continues the main plan. I glare at them and turn to Charlie, who only shrugs. Okay,
There's
hi,
the first
Adrian.
mention
I
of her.
got a preference to this. It's also above you to my right. It is fact that at times the YN is ableist, sexist, and racist. Just keep in
whole
fact
fic
that we
is,
are gonna
by the way.
skip a lot. We're gonna skip a lot of the racism. By the way, we
Yeah.
are moving that, but I have my two friends here to read it with me. It's just so bad.
It gets
Like,
really
it's
bad.
just
We're not
bad
reading
quality.
it with you. We're
The
just
YN
here to suffer.
Yeah,
The YN,
You're here with me.
the main character is not the only one that is those things, but she is the worst for it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of just generally all of those things. So
And the thing I do need to keep, like, for all of us in mind is that we're supposed to be this person.
yeah,
This
Sadly-
we are
horrible,
this
awful.
person. This is us.
Yeah, a lot of the YN I've stumbled across in my life has been, yeah, but this is like really bad.
I promise you, this is worse.
This is what this made. I gave up on reading this after 2/3 of the first chapter originally, and now I'm on chapter 17.
Good.
Hate reading it. So
Mhm.
we're gonna keep reading it on stream. I turned off my mic a second mid talk conversation.
Oh man.
Everyone turns back to the screen and continues the main plan. I glare at them and turn to Charlie, who only shrugs. We'll have to breach the front door. It'll probably get everyone's attention. You think there's another way? Everyone turns to Charlie. I began to sign and point to the other side of the building. On the east side, there was a ladder. Ladder. No D's in ladder, just 2 T's.
Ladder.
Ladder. And I could get
Ladder.
to it. What's she saying, boy? She's saying it's better to go up the right side. We know the
What's she
ladder.
saying, boy, like a fucking dog?
We know, but the ladder is about 3 stories high. We can't get to it, Price grunts out. She can. Everyone turns to me. I walk up and turn the building on the screen to the right side. It had a metal pipe connecting to the ground. My lips slightly twitch. I can do it, I sighed. Charlie smiles and told everyone my words. Everyone turns to me suspiciously and not particularly happy. I know my ego is showing. Is it?
Nothing is showing, woman.
All right, we'll try her plan, but if it goes wrong, it won't go wrong. Charlie folds his arms. Everyone stares at me, their eyes roaming my body. I knew they had lustful thoughts. I'm only woman they have seen in a while. I covered myself to head to toe in black. I slipped on my sniper hood and it has coyote jaws attached. I slip
The
on
only thing men think of is sex with woman.
I slip on my gloves and turn to Charlie, who looks down at me. We put our equipment on and I pick up my climbing gloves. This is also the only time that any of the characters look at Gazelle lustfully.
Yep, it's just out of the blue
It's
like
just
that.
suddenly at this one thing.
Does the author think there are not women in the military still?
That's also a
She-
thing. There is like
And the character that is a woman in this game is also brought up in this fic. Like
which one
that
is?
happens. I can't remember.
Oh,
I just know
Laswell.
later yeah.
Laswell, but Price has a very friendly I say friendly, but like platonically friendly relationship with Farah, who is a woman and leads an army as well. So, like, why are you treating one for one like they haven't seen a woman in years? Laswell's also a lesbian. We put our equipment on and I picked out my climbing gloves. We get into the helicopter before transferring to a truck. I sat in the back between Price and Gaz. Ghost drove us soap sat in the passenger seat. Charlie sat in the truck's trunk like an idiot. Also, I want to point out that from what I've heard from both like people online and Ragey, Ghost doesn't know how to drive. And crashes.
Wait, really?
And crashes. Like, he doesn't have a driver's license. He crashes almost every single vehicle that he drives.
That's
so
hilarious.
to have him driving is a very interesting thing.
I would also like to point out, we were on this for a second. It was briefly mentioned. I don't think this author believes that lesbians exist.
Absolutely not.
I fully
This author barely believes that women exist.
In the military.
No,
At
just
all.
in general. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure just in general. They're going at this from a very fucking, like, I'm the last woman on Earth standpoint. Trucks don't have trunks, though. Listen, it's fine. They mean the truck bed, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
they meant the trunk's trunk like an idiot.
That one I can actually forgive.
Yeah, that one I can forgive because
I call it the
yeah.
I call it the trunk.
That is one saving grace I will give this author.
Yeah, they can have one
I
calling it the wrong.
I should have joined them. This is so fucking awkward. I want to slide out of my skin. The energy of the truck was shit awful. No music, all grim and brooding. Too much testosterone in one poor vehicle.
Love going on a fucking military mission and they fucking put on bops. Like, what?
What's wrong with the pops?
No, that's the problem. There is none. Like, she's like, there's no music. Of course, there's no music.
It was a painfully long 45-minute drive. We parked a few feet away and silently got out of the truck. I turned to Charlie. Charlie. End me. No. Fuck you. I silently followed after the group, signing for Charlie to tell them what I thought. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Tell them they all smell like shit. Clearly none of them get bitches. I swear I can smell the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Charlie smacks me in the head. I glare at him and point to the pipe. I throw off my belt and tactical vest and my gun at him. I rip the pipe and use my boots to help me climb up the wall. I jump onto the ladder. Latter.
I take off all of my climbing gear to climb up the thing with my bare hand.
Ladder. Well, she's wearing her gloves still.
Probably,
She's
it was
wearing her
one-
gloves.
Nothing. Literally nothing. She.
Well,
It is a
there are
little
some
bit.
problem. Like it is just bad, kind of bad for your hair. But
Yeah,
it's
it's not
It is
great
very
for your
bad
hair,
for
but
your
it is still soap.
As somebody with a
It's still
cosmetology degree, please don't use two-in-one shampoo unless that is like your only option, because it is really bad for your hair.
Instead, use 18-in-1 shampoo.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
just wash your hair with gasoline at that point.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't eat the soap you're putting in your hair,
Mhm.
why are you even using it?
yeah, coconut oil. It's definitely not too big for your hair cuticle. Just keep putting that in.
God. Last time I used coconut oil on my head, like it fucking burned.
That's not supposed to happen.
I know. Consider me shocked when it did. So
Hmm.
Horse
got
and
that
mane,
shit
of
out, and I've
course.
never used it since.
So the actual problem with like coconut oil for most hair like yours and mine is our hair molecules are too small because the coconut oil particles are way too big to actually get lodged in there. So essentially
Okay.
you're greasing your hair, so when you put heat to it, you're frying your hair, literally.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's
Who
Hmm.
for
wants
like
some deep fried ends?
like for
Let's
like curly
go.
hair or like really coarse hair, yes, coconut oil works. For really fine hair, no, it does not.
Mine's not fine. It just
It's fine
I
and
just
medium.
prefer all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just prefer all the other fucking things that. You can
Anyways,
use.
there's my 1600
If it
hours
can't
of
be
hair
used
knowledge.
as engine oil, it's not worth your hair.
I did post the 18-in-1 hemp peppermint pure castle soap.
Oh
What
my
is this?
god.
Is
What are all the
18-in-1?
uses?
I don't know. I can't read the label.
Oh Jesus Christ. Huh. Okay, well I guess we're finding that out later.
Mhm.
Horse and mane, of course. No, I think Adrian, you're thinking of mane and tail, which is a type of shampoo, conditioner, leave-in thing. Ooh, Castile soap is great. I use it to clean my floors. Yeah, not your hair. I jump onto the ladder and scale up. I found the pin that
The ladder.
suspended the ladder up and pulled it out. I slid down the ladder, now spelled correctly, and get my belt, vest, and gun. I didn't expect you could climb the pipe, Soap smiles. There's a reason we call her Spider Monkey, Charlie
Why is
smiles.
that surprising when that is a mechanic in in like every fucking game is climb pipe. Parkour is not crazy.
Oh yeah, parkour!
Parkour! I think that's what I said the first time I heard that.
Yeah,
This bit was like,
I'm
"But
pretty sure
parkour!"
it was. That's the reason we call her Spider Monkey, Charlie smiles as he pats me like a dog. I attempt to bite his hands. I stayed
No.
back to try to trip Charlie as he walked.
Just keeping Spider would have been fine.
Mhm.
Spiders also climb.
Mhm.
I wonder if the new chapters have better writing. I promise you, it only gets worse.
No.
At chapter 17, this chapter feels like a fucking like walk in the park. This is such an it's so chill.
I cannot find the 18 uses. I just know that one of them is for tile.
Is for tiles?
Ghost and Soap split off and took the third floor as pricing.
Fucking floor tiles?
Yes.
It's a cleaner soap, that's for sure.
No.
Oh.
Actually, I found them. It
my
really
God.
wants you to
Oh.
dilute it. Use number 1. One small squirt applied to wet hands or wet washcloth to wash hands, face, and body. Or work a half tablespoon into wet hair. Rinse with Dr. Bronner's organic hair rinse.
Okay.
There's a dilute recipe for dishes and
Oh.
laundry, and to
Oh.
mop your floor and wash
Okay.
your dog,
Oh.
Oh, your
and
dog?
to remove dirt from fruits and
Hi, Matt.
veggies.
I don't think I trust this.
You could use this as a shaver.
You can use it as a what?
Use number 10. Shave face, underarm, and legs. Lather up. 5 to 10.
No.
No? What's wrong?
Everything. This hurts. What are the rest supposed to be.
They also have Bible verses on the back.
They have Bible verses on the back.
I think so. And some religious text on the back.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Did I
No,
miss the
please, this
curses?
is
Oh,
so
you
much
did
better
not.
than what we're reading.
I need a bottle of this. It's only
I-
$30. It's 30
Matt, I've
bucks.
only
to
been
have,
live for
not to
50 minutes
use,
and we're on
just for,
chapter
like-
2.
I gotta know what it smells like.
Peppermint. They have different. I was about to call them
Are
flavors.
we about to call them flavors?
Uh huh.
I mean, we didn't finish reading the. You didn't finish reading the uses. It could be edible. We don't know.
I
Well,
hope
it wants
it's
you to
not.
wash veggies with it, so
Oh,
Yeah, so obviously it's safe for consumption.
it does say it's non-toxic and organic.
Anything is a flavor. Flavor if you are reckless enough. Yeah, my favorite flavor, lava.
Ghost and Soap split off and took the third floors. Price and Gaz took the fourth. Charlie and I slowly descended down to the second floor. The third floor exploded in a gunshot, and every floor was alerted.
I love being a sniper and going into the building.
I set up myself for a sniper shot on the steps. I let out a sharp whistle. Adding another tally.
That's 2 for whistle.
2 whistle and a hostile round the corner, and I hit him in the head. I let out a sharp whistle and a
Not with a
hostile
bullet.
round the corner, and I hit him in the head.
Yeah.
A rain of bullets shot out from the room, and Charlie grabbed his gun and shot back. As the enemies rounded the corner, I shot them. That is all one sentence. Oh, sorry. No, the one sentence is a rain of bullets shot out from the room. Charlie grabbed his gun and shot back. Is all one sentence. I shot them. My gun compared to Charlie has had a silencer. What is it? For what reason does your sniper have
Why
a
does your
silencer?
sniper rifle have a silencer? You're a fucking sniper. I'm pretty sure silencers slow your shot.
Yeah.
Their cons turn to life as Ghost and Soap get the target. Charlie turns to me and we slowly ascend the stairs to the third floor. We meet up at Price and Gaz and walk through the second floor and find the two. Everyone crowded over the man, interrogating him. He slips into Spanish and acts like he doesn't know English. Charlie steps forward as the Spanish spills from his lips. He gives the cartel a cruel smile and begins to speak lowly. Decree yo courier. I listen in. I ain't gonna tell you anything. So be it. He turns to Price and spoke in English. He won't talk. What should I say? I let out a loud whistle.
I forgot about that! He's not gonna talk. What do I do? Boss, he's not gonna talk to me!
I let out a loud whistle, getting everyone's attention. Tell him the spider will bite. Charlie turns back to the chained cartel messenger and calmly utters La Arana la Voluntad la Moridera. The man smiles and begins to squirm in the seat. Makarov. The man snaps, spilling everything. Everyone silently turns to each other, and a chill runs down the spine of each task force member. Price pulls out his gun and shot the cartel messenger in the head. Let's go.
And shot the... I love the fucking transferring between first person, third person, and second person in this,
Yeah.
What?
and
You're
past,
supposed.
present, and future.
What's-
Tense, it's great.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
I did choose different weather.
It did though. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say echoes out loud because you were in the middle of like the fucking one of the funniest fucking bits. But yeah, rain of bullets.
I have some stale popcorn, so I'm snacking on it. Sorry.
Yeah, I also have popcorn and fish though.
Mm-hmm.
It's also got all dressed flavoring on it.
Who's Makarov? Charlie speaks up, interested in this new foe. And
Who's Macaron?
an all-terranealist terrorist leader. I forgot how to
An
pronounce this.
Ultra
Ultra-nationalist. My head was grouping the words wrong. Ultra-nationalist terrorist
I don't
leader.
think I've ever read that word that way before ever. Can you imagine walking up to somebody and be like, "Who is this fucking cartel leader?" And they're like, "Ultra nationalism." Like that's not a fucking word.
Ghost grunts, and I nod. I let out a sharp whistle.
Another one to the counter.
And so that pause was, we've heard of him. It was the last thing. It was the last thing. It was the last thing Victor Galan Victor G. I sign. You think it's the same person?
Dirk.
Victor. His name
Charlie
is Victor.
folds his arms. Everyone tuned in and listened to our conversation. Do you know who Makarov is? Does Makarov have a history of cartels? He asks, turning to the others. Price nods affirmatively.
Fun fact, Makarov is a Soviet gun. This cartel guy is named as if he is Russian.
He is. So the actual so Makarov is the real character in COD. It is the like big Russian bad guy that you're like trying to defeat essentially by the end of it. So this is the actual like big baddie of the game.
They got one thing right.
Then we might be dealing with the same enemy. Back in our older unit, we were given orders to assassinate 3 cartel leaders. We overheard one man talk about a guy named Makarov. Charlie explains. Then we were picked off one by one, just leaving the 2 of us. I nodded and looked at Price. He looked between us before sighing.
I am dying for the. Have they talked about how old they are yet?
Nope.
Okay. I don't want to say it before they do.
They picked off one by one, leaving just the 2 of us. I nodded, looked at Price. He looked between us before sighing. Do you think Makarov killed our teammates? Charlie asked. Most likely. Damn it! Charlie groans and glaring at the dead man. I guess he's the final boss, Spider Monkey. What?
Who says that?
Charlie?
In this situation.
Charlie? Our not brother Charlie? It hasn't been mentioned yet, but
vomited in my mouth at the Spider Monkey statement. Oh, don't worry, Repose. These are the good chapters.
I turned to him, my expressionless.
How are you doing? Can you free me? Can you get me out of here?
Charlie groans, glaring at the dead man. I guess he's final boss, Spider Monkey. I turned to him, my expressionless face finally had a hint of emotions. What emotion? We don't know. I glared and nodded to him. We're all in the same place. The final enemy is a man called Makarov.
Makarov.
So does she speak, or she speaks, but she? Now we're having the autism discussion.
Yeah. So
in the middle of enemy territory.
Oh, right, this fucking thing. Ugh.
She speaks, but currently she can't, Charlie explains. Everyone turns to him confused. What is that supposed to mean? It means she goes from periods of speaking to mutinous. She cannot control it. Psychological. So she can speak? Yep, she usually uses her voice when she's hunting. Hunting? She isn't a coward who stays at distances. She brings her enemy close and ruins their psyche, Charlie chuckles. How so? Ghost spoke up. Psychological warfare is her specialty. Shit, she could probably scare all of you. He walked faster to catch up to me. The rest of Task Force 1 for 1 turned to each other, smirking and gossiping. Are you two dating? We froze and slowly looked around with a face of pure disgust.
I love middle of the fucking combat conversation. Are you two dating?
Are you two?
Maybe dating.
Like an item? I hate this fucking author. Will showed up, put Repose in the jar, and has said nothing else.
Mm-hmm. He left you something in your server.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Oh, what did he do?
What did he leave me?
Oh, it's awesome.
I'm looking at all.
Oh my god. No, Will, you don't understand. I do make that joke all the time.
Alright. So, are you two dating? I look at Price with the gaze so hard it nearly killed him. My face is fully animated with disgust. On the other hand, Charlie looked both disgusted and freaked out. No, Charlie snaps. What did you just ask me is equivalent to, are you dating your sister? You no, hell no! The men turned to others, others shocked, others smirked, for they had won the bet. But we are considering marriage. They froze. What, really? Why? Tax break, living off base. All of them looked at thin incredulously where they for real?
One of the very few times
were they for real
with the main character, which is get married entirely for tax benefits.
Well, okay, wait. The problem is they're in the US military, so it's not just tax benefits. They would both get a significant pay raise. They would also have to prove they're in love with each other, because marriage fraud is a thing that happens in the military all the fucking time.
That's so funny.
Like
they are. I love when I fucking loathe when people write they are an expert in psychological warfare. Don't worry, Repose. You're here just in time to see what they mean by that.
Well, the author is an expert in psychological warfare. If you blared this from a loudspeaker, I would go insane.
Absolutely.
Money's money. I like money. We both like money. The two of you are strange, Soap shakes his head, small smile on his face. Either way, we couldn't have done this so smoothly without you, Gazelle. I turned around and nod. No smile, no look of satisfaction on my face. I was happy he acknowledged my skills, but it felt more like, you're good, but we could still do it without you. Soap noted her face never gave away what she was thinking. She had an air of mystery. Her eyes were obscured by dullness and boredom. In her gaze, she has seen everything. Is she not happy? Charlie looks at face. No, she's happy. How can you tell? Well, I did grow up with her. I kind of know her expressions. There is no expression. You're wrong. It's just different. I swat Charlie's hand away from my cheeks. He was going to pinch them and distort my face. I still had some remaining baby fat on my cheeks, and it was all fun for Charlie to tease her about it. They all head back to base. That's the end of chapter 2.
Wait, I need you guys to read Repose's guess as to what the psychological warfare is.
Yeah, she's gonna whisper some creepy shit.
Yeah.
No, keep reading.
Ugh,
We'll find out.
better to
Oh, we
rage
made
streaming.
one as well.
I also need to point out, I do need to point out, you
Mhm.
can't do psychological warfare on one person. If you're going to traumatize someone, you have to let them live and talk to people. This just doesn't work. You can't psychologically traumatize someone and then kill them and expect it to have a greater effect. It is one person.
I know Repose is probably replying to you, but it looks like Repose just responded to Echo saying, do you whimper?
Oh my god! Oh my god, Repose.
Eh?
Hey? Hey, yo.
Eh?
What Echo put in chat is a line that the fucking the YN says
Later on. I think
multiple times. I think it's twice.
okay, here we meet the other woman in the fanfic. Laszlo was waiting at the base. Well, what have you learned? Makarov is involved somehow. Laszlo nods and looks at me. First message? I nod silently. Well, I'm Laszlo.
No,
Nice to
Repose,
meet you.
that's not the psychological warfare, but it could be.
I think it
It's
was.
better than
better.
it's better than the actual warfare that happens. Oh my god!
You're bald.
I'm a silly little jackalope, and you are a giant Cthulhu monster.
That could never work. Well, Laszlo, I'm Laszlo. Nice to meet you. I slowly take her hand. I'm not a fan of touching others. Her name's Gazelle. I'm Charlie. Temporary. Charlie hums with a kind smile. The woman nods and went back to deep breathing. All right, we need to find where Makarov is.
Your warfare Repose.
Let's check the other cartels. See, Makarov reached out to them. I sighed to Charlie, who spoke for me. Weeks turned into months that led for Makarov and the cartel seemed to vanish overnight. We all waited for Laszlo, waiting for our next mission. The first month passed and we were left with very little on our hands. By the end of the first month, my voice came back. Hey, you should probably tell them why you're like this, Charlie nudges me. I look up to find everyone looking at me curiously. Is sign and pull out a pen. Is sign.
Is sign?
Uh-huh. Is
Wait, actually?
is sign and pull out pen.
Is sign.
Pull out a pen.
And
Yeah.
pull out a pen.
Is sign and pull out pen.
I have
Not
the tism and the
I
lalias.
sigh and pull out a pen. Is the sign.
I write down tism. You mean autism? Soap asks, squinting at me. What does lalalas mean? Gaz asks. Echolalia palilalia, which means she repeats herself and others. Charlie explains. I see. Charlie. Price smiles kindly. You're just special. Special. It felt like an insult. I'm not unique. Millions of people have what I have. I'm simply part of the herd. I am the grass.
I feel the need to emphasize how much getting to know someone happens in even a month, let alone multiple months.
You're so right.
It's correct. You're correct, though, is the thing. Oh, fuck.
Like, you could probably guess this first day. It's not that hard. I'm just...
Yeah. Also, I'm so mad about all the shit they don't know about her, knowing damn well they would have been given a fucking
debrief.
debrief.
Yeah.
Like a brief and a debrief about this fucking person. Like, there's no way you get this far in the military and not have like a fucking file. Like, I just
Is that she also has partial mutism? So she can't really control Charlie hums. The group slowly nods. Is that why she can't speak? I nodded, so boldly sighs. That's really hard to live with. I rolled my eyes. It's all part of the autism, I wrote down. Really? He's here to make sure I don't have an autistic meltdown. So you throw a tantrum like a child? Gross grunts, I turned to him. That's brat behavior. Shut your mouth, colonizer. Charlie
You
snaps,
guys
his
ready
southern
for the ableism?
his southern accent seeping into his words. It's not Flassa's fault she can't control it. Don't defend brat behavior. It's completely different between a tantrum and an autistic meltdown. If you say so, so puns. But his tone gives it away to Charlie. They all see her as a brat. Ghost had a chip on his shoulder ever since she arrived. He's silent about it, but Charlie can see the annoyance in his gaze. In Charlie's book, he's not to be trusted with her breakdowns. All right, everyone. Next mission's in Mexico. Price begins. Fucking Christ.
That's it. This is welcome.
Charlie
to the
nudges
fucking...
me as we exchange looks.
This story makes me want to commit crimes.
You should commit crimes despite the story.
This is like the other day when I, out of
The
spite,
fuck?
made Sonic
Yeah.
OCs for us.
Yeah, Adrian. The fuck?
Will, would you like some popcorn? Is that what you want for a snack? The strongest snack you've got?
They didn't say what country it
Um,
was in, but they're in Britain, from my understanding.
I've got peppermint candy.
They're
cane. I think that
British?
counts as the
British.
strongest
Because that's
snack I
where
have.
One for
I
One's
know.
base is Britain.
Oh.
Did they ever say what country? Yeah, no, they didn't.
They don't really. They
Do you
said they're
think
not
gonna
in
tell us
Mexico.
where we are? There's a part later. I don't. Can I say the fucking Uno bit? Because I don't think we're gonna get to it today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a part later where they're playing Uno in a fucking helicopter. That where they the scene starts with them playing Uno, and then like after like many people have played hands, the author's like, we touched down in the helicopter, and Aries and I had to stop and go back and be like, have they been playing Uno in the fucking helicopter this whole time? What is the story? I don't know. It's our
Maddie,
own,
it's our
like,
favorite
personal fucking
line.
torment.
It's our favorite line. Maddie,
Oh my
ready. You
God.
ready for this?
I'm so ready.
We will be working with a few members of Mexico's special forces. We smile. We're getting to work with those people again. I look at the map and stare at the cartel stronghold. I look at the trails in the forest.
We love Mexico special forces.
In the forest and found out the one that seemed pretty old and in use. We'll be going to the dead of night. Price humps. This is
We'll be going
Alejandro.
to the dead of
Charlie
night.
spoke up, shocked to see him. Ah, Charlie! Cono has estado. I'm so bad. The older man smiles, taking the blonde's hand. Ah, Gazelle, how have you been? She's good. That's good to hear. You three know each other? Price is surprised by their interaction. I was
No.
the one who
No,
recommended
we
Gazelle
don't
for
think
your
we don't know
task
each other.
force.
That's why we fucking are talking to each other with such familiarity.
She's a great sniper and has a very fun fighting style. He pats me on the head like I was his younger sister.
I'm gonna kill somebody.
Proposal's reacting the way I was hoping we would get reactions to this.
I was just like dying.
I was one who recommended Gazelle for your task force. She's a great sniper and has a very fun fighting style. Pats me on the head like I was his younger sister. Really? So someone pulls his arm in shock. Alejandro nods and proud to see her with the elites. She is young, but she is good. We haven't seen her in much action. Alejandro smirks and only nods. He knows my skill and how I will work. What's the plan? We are trying to infiltrate a town overrun by cartel. The leader, we believe, is dealing with Russian ultra-naturalists. I look at the
Yeah,
plan. It's
Most
shit.
people in the chat got like a little bit of a warning. Like they got to at least
Uh-huh.
read bits of it.
Repose did not. Neither did
Repose didn't.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Or Matt.
It's painful to hear out loud. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the bits that y'all were getting in the Patreon server were such small tidbits.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, we'll just play the two.
Will, are you free by chance?
Do you want to hang out and
Can
listen to this shit?
I would love another one. I would love somebody that knows, because that was supposed to be what Reggie was, but Reggie's busy. So,
Yeah, Reggie's busy right now. Jar the Windowsill.
working
What
tonight.
happened
But
here?
are you free
Oh,
right now?
You can. There's a jar redeem where you can pick who's in the jar. Who wrote this? God, I don't know.
I don't remember her
Anonymous.
name.
No,
I
it's
would love
anonymous.
to.
It doesn't matter.
They're still around. They updated
That's fine.
today.
Nah,
No.
we're not worried about it. If you go out of your way to find this fan fiction, you can do it.
Yeah. Alejandro turns to me and smiles. What's your idea? Everyone turns to me. I point to an unused trail. It had grass and bush covering the train, but it was once used. Time could not erase what was there. It's abandoned, Charlie notes, seeing the hold trail. The hold trail, not old, hold trail. It's still carved through the mountains, as well as it's also a train. I might be old, but I'm not taking. It might be old, but I'm not taking the risk. Price huffs, and all the task force nods. How about this? You four go your route, and we'll try hers. They will concur on the cartel base from both ends. Price's team will move from south to north, and ours north to south until we cage them. All right, Ghost states. This is another challenge for Gazelle to prove herself. The helicopter ride to Mexico was high-strung. Nobody could sleep except for Gazelle. She slept the entire way. Okay, this is where Aljon comes in.
All right, Aljon.
Aljon.
Alejandro has been spelled incorrectly every single time.
Not every single time, but so often that I find it.
I don't think we get to the part where it's spelled correctly because you were shocked that it was spelled correctly.
No, it's spelled correctly up here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but it's up until Aljon.
Aljon.
Aljon. Alejond. Alejandro, everybody.
Find them and execute their computer. Leave them intact, but destroy the tools they use to proliferate this damnable text. This causes me physical pain this entire tale. We're on chapter 3.
Yeah.
This is the type of person who you'd have to destroy every electronic device they own. I could see them typing this like from their smart TV. Or like their fucking refrigerator.
Yeah. Alejandro couldn't help but smirk. Aljon couldn't help but smirk at the frustrated expression most of the men's faces.
Alejandro.
Oi! My eyes open. I see Charlie. Time for us to go. Kill me, I whisper. The two of us follow Alejandro as we climb into the steep mountainside. The others will move out at night, but we were climbing a fucking small mountain. Next time I have an idea, hit me in the face. I paint as I feel sweet, making my clothes stick to me.
I forgot about that part. I forgot about I
That's
paint.
what started
on
this. That's what
paint.
started this entire thing.
I forgot about paint.
As I
forgot about I paint as I sweet.
Maddie, do you not paint as you sweet?
You don't paint as you sweet?
That's not like a thing you do. You don't paint while you sweet.
Hey chat, can I get a thumbs up in chat if you paint while you sweet?
That's a new emoji that we need to make somehow. It's just somebody painting while they're eating a piece of cake.
They're just like the smile, like they're just so sweet looking and they're painting, and it's just.
Oh, Adrian says I paint as I
it's
sweet.
Gonna be, I have to do that now. I have an open emote slot. I can do that for the bat, and it just looks so cute. And the rest of us will know.
No, we will know. I paint as I sweet is the name of the emoji in your like Discord.
Paint as I sweet. Yeah.
And to me,
I paint as I sweet.
I will upload this VOD to YouTube.
There's edible paint, right? I'm
yeah.
Sure. You can just be like a tube of like frosting.
Yeah.
I paint as I sweet.
Next time I have an idea hit me in the face, I paint as I sweet, making my clothes stick to me. You have good ideas. Alejandro laughs at me, seeing me all worn out. Okay, that is worn?
That is worn, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the wrong worn.
It's not worn like worn out. It's worn as
an
in warning. It's worn as in like I'm
worn out. I broke clock
out.
can be right twice a day. Great. I paint my echolalia kicking.
I paint my echolalia.
Get down! We all drop as a truck drives by with armed gunmen. That was close, Charlie mutters. Let's keep going. We have to show the others Gazelle is useful. I'd rather have them look down on me than forced to make all the plans. I sigh, feeling my skin grow wet from sweat. It's humid and miserable. We're almost. Alejandro pulls out his hand and crouches down. There's a group up ahead. Monkey, do you want to take them? Sure, but I'm probably gonna spend my time doing that. You can regroup with Price when they get then.
You guys, it's time.
We should be at the top. I nod and quickly run off the west and descend a few feet. I climb into a tree and took off my vest. I pull out my ghillie suit and drape it over me. I pull out my gun cover and silencer. This fight is mine to determine. I let out a loud screech. That isn't actually like said.
Yes, this is a COD X Reader fan fiction. We are Reader. It's who are we?
Ghost and Cohen.
Thank you. This is a COD fan fiction.
Yeah. Also, I let out a loud screech, in quotes. They said out loud, I
They
let
said
out a
out
loud
loud.
screech.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh my god, it does do that. That is what it says.
I let out a loud screech, and soon dozens of people come stalking to my line of fire. Do you think she's fine? Alejandro asks. Of course, Charlie Huns. Huns.
Charlie's what?
Charlie
Huns.
Huns. It's
It does say
capitalized.
Huns.
So it's his
It
last
is
name
capital.
now. And they
Will
cry-
and Repose are dying in the chat. Yeah, no. She climbs up to a fucking thing. and
Wait
then goes,
for it.
No,
They
she
cry-
goes up to the thing, yells, I let out a loud screech.
I
and
let
you
out a
go-
loud screech.
and they crawl up. She's taken most of the cartel with a scream. Only few were
It's
left.
psychological torture.
They silently skirt around them and continue to march up. Night falls and the sound of screaming continues in the forest. The locals hid inside, hide from whatever evil was out there. The only ones left were cartel. Price and his team slowly moved in. They were hiding from a patrolling cartel. Many cars kept driving to forest. Did they get caught? An ear-piercing scream echoes into the silent city. It sounds animalistic and feral. They look up to see cartel men shooting into the forest and trees. They silently watch as each one falls. The forest continues to create strange noises before suddenly stopping. The only sounds were we are grasshoppers. We are the grasshoppers.
We are
We
grasshoppers.
are grasshoppers. Weird, but like with the fucking apostrophe.
We
I
are
hate
grass.
this. So we
I-
are grasshoppers.
I waited in my tree for any cartel that would dare try to discover what trust commotion was. Okay.
What?
What trust commotion was.
What
Trust
trust
commotion
commotion
was.
What trust commotion was?
Yeah.
Is it just supposed to be the?
True? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
True or the? I saw a figure
The?
walking and prepared to shoot. The person looks around and I let out a silent sigh. It was Ghost. I let them walk in and find the evidence of my existence. Ghost Alejandro. Ghost calls on the group. Yeah? Did you fail? We're at the top, Alejandro says. It might be Gazelle work. She's distracting the cartel. She might be around. Gazelle?
Not Giselle. Giselle.
Giselle, sorry. Chapter
That's
4,
the end of
Haunting.
chapter 3. That's how the chapter ends. That's it. That's the chapter. I
Mhm.
hate everything.
But you love being here.
Thank you.
Pain.
Thank you.
No, not trust emotion. Trust
Trust
Commotion.
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 The full sentence is, I wait in my tree for any cartel that would dare to discover what trust commotion was.
Like that's the line. Oh, you put it in chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I cannot stress this enough. Even just happened. I don't know. What the fuck just happened? God.
Chapter
I wish I
4,
could tell you.
Haunting. She's in a tree,
Haunting.
Charlie jumps in. He looks up and searches for me. I don't see her. She sees you, Charlie chuckles. Where is she? Call out to her. Rookie, Ghost calls out. I drop down and he quickly points his gun at me. I stare at his eyes. He lowers his gun and stares at me. I head out of the forest and regroup with Price. His team stared at me confusedly. I give them a nod. What was that noise? I don't know, but she took about a dozen men in the forest. I don't know
What
why.
was the noise? Fucking by now, which is the only correct response to that.
The men turned to surprise. Surprise and soap
Oh,
broke.
God, I wish I could tell you.
Ghost broke into a large grin. Good job, Giselle. He fist pumped my shoulder. I give him a nod. Are you up there? Price added. I nod. Good. You'll join us? I'll be on the rooftops drawing fire away from you. Yeah, we're gonna ask the sniper if she joins us.
Yeah. Hey, sniper. Would
You wanna
like
go
join
in?
us in close combat? Fucking. I like so much of this fan fiction. I'm mad at because of like it's incredibly fucked up. But so much of it I'm annoyed at because of how bad the calls are that they take.
Do I not have Will as a friend?
Do you not have Will as a friend?
Oh
Can I invite him?
no.
Can I invite them?
Yeah, of course.
I got it.
Get in here.
Get in here.
I'll
Will,
kick
can't
you
let
out
me suffer
afterwards, but get
alone.
in here.
Yeah, you have to leave after, but please join us for. I don't have a thing for Will. Ah, fuck.
That's
Y'all want to see me speedrun drawing a Will fucking guy?
yes.
Well, just also put his jar on the table.
Give him a
Actually,
moment,
you know what? That's a
okay.
good point. I can just put his jar on the table. You're so right.
No, speedrun will right now.
Speedrun will right now. I'll do both.
I'll be on the rooftop drawing them away from you, and Price looks down and nods. I quickly climb up a wall into a roof. I go to the right and vanish. I let out a blood-curdling scream. The men below me jump and quickly look up. I lay flat in the room, hiding from them. Cartel members begin to move to my location. I pull out my rifle and kill the two cartel men with one bullet. Thud! I turn around and see Soap crawling next to me. He looked concerned. He had a sniper rifle with him. Why does he have one now?
Why does everyone have a fucking sniper rifle?
What?
Why did they need a sniper if they had?
What was that scream? Are you okay? I give him the okay sign and look down. The cartel were looking around trying to spot me. I took out another person and they dropped. Soap watches on a sight with a slight smile. He begins to help me take out the men that are discovering the scream. I got up and moved to the left side of town. Soap follows as we run on the rooftops. I quickly ran into Forrest and up a tree. He joined me in an adjacent tree. Oh, here it is!
Here it goes.
Here it goes.
Here it is, you guys.
I let out a high-pitched whistle, which is another one for the count, which
Another
is
one
we're
for
at
the whistle count.
We're at 5 of those. Soap tried to stop me, but I continued. Quickly, men began to stream into the forest trying to find the sound. I went dead quiet as they got a few feet away from my tree, moved higher to the tree, and began to shoot down at them. Soap watched with slight awe. She lured away 10 in the first round and 15 in the second. Price, Ghost, and Gas must have an easier time sneaking in. Alejandro said she had a fun fighting style. Is this it? Hey, let's go back to the town, Soap quietly states. I look at him and
We'll
nod.
get in here. We'll get in here.
Will.
Will. There they
Hey, Will.
In agony.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Welcome to our
so
fucking
nice that you're here, Will. Thank you so much.
okay, so I have a very few questions I need to get caught
Okay.
up on. But the very
Yes.
first one I'm fucking curious of. Do we know what model of sniper she's using? Because
No.
No,
No, we do
she
not.
Not
doesn't know what
we
guns
know
are.
it's a sniper, and we know that she also has at some point held a pistol. There
Yeah.
is no specifications of gear, guns, or anything. Her farthest shot was what was it, 2,000 yards, which
Yeah.
we looked
Okay.
up is not
Correct.
great.
Not great.
not.
It's pretty average.
We did
That's
a
pretty
Google that
average.
to be like,
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure the highest one is like much
it's
further.
over
I don't.
it's over 4,000 yards.
Yeah, I was about to say
I
it's like.
googled the world record.
It's 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
It's
6,000
2,000 feet is times
Yeah.
3 is 6.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Because first off, why the fuck is there a sniper rifle being used in close quarters? This is not a COD lobby.
That was my beef with it.
Like, why the fuck is? Okay,
What's your
That is very-
what else?
that was the
else
very
you got?
first one because
Okay.
that one has been irking me. Like, why is? Oh, pain. Just all right. Yeah,
Mhm.
continue on.
Okay.
That was like I was just curious to know what if we actually know what weapons they have. If nothing, okay.
No,
Absolutely not.
they say in the description on the first chapter, author knows nothing about gun terminology. So,
Why the
Yeah.
fuck are you writing a COD fan fiction if
Or
you don't
Spanish.
know gun?
or Spanish,
Spanish.
yes.
Or
But-
COD.
No.
Right in
Or
Spanish.
COD in general. They've never played,
Yeah.
and at this point, I don't think they've even seen a video. Like, because I've seen a video, I've never played, but none of these characters even seem
Hey,
remotely like
so-
they're correct.
That's why I'm sitting here like Ghost seems definitely off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Soap
just
is
you
off.
wait. It's gonna
Soap
get
is
worse.
so off.
Oh, God, I'm just listening to them and like this sounds off because like first off, Soap is definitely does not have the accent he should have.
He doesn't
Price
have
is
any
just-
accent according to this. He just has Scottish accent, but they don't write it in.
Why the fuck are you? Why are you doing Soap if you're not gonna do a Scottish accent? What the fuck?
They say Scottish accent, but they never they don't do 80 like abbreviation to any of the words.
This motherfucker.
I'm
That's
sharing
fucking
my screen.
fanfic
You can
writers.
see this fan fiction now as well.
Yeah, you can see it.
I'm walking right now. It's cold.
Will's
Okay.
not home,
My-
but they
my
needed to
rage
share
is
the
gonna-
rage.
My rage is gonna keep me warm.
Oh, it's gonna get worse too.
Great. All right. Sorry. Yeah.
All right.
Feel free to continue.
Hey, let's go back to the town, Soap quietly states. I look at him and nod. We scroll our way back to town. There are fewer people, but the ones left were on high alert. I pulled out my handgun and rushed to a dead-end alley. I shot my pistol into the wall and scrambled onto the roof. Men can run in, and I began to pick them off.
Wait, really? Men can.
Men
run in?
can in. Men can
Man, they can?
in. Men can run in. I
Men
picked.
can run in.
Men can
Why
run
not?
in.
run in.
They can run in.
Run in, and
Run in, run in, and run in, run
Run
in,
in,
and
run in,
run in,
run
run
in.
in.
Run in. Run in. Run in.
Right, okay. And I begin to pick them off. Soap from his end begins to help me with this wave of highly alerted men. I crawl into the top of the roof and scan the town. I couldn't see anyone but Soap. I gave it a few
Johnny,
minutes.
I hope they're alerted.
I gave it a few minutes, but no one came along. I got off the roof and made my way to Soap, who had a strange smirk. Rookie, you're really good at this. He pats me on the head. What is everybody patting me on the head? Why shoot the wall?
Enjoy
Why?
your freedom, repose. Be free, run.
Why did you just pat someone?
Because, Adrian, she
What?
shot the wall as a diversion so she could get people into the wall.
Do we raid repose later and just copy and paste quotes from this?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone pick your favorite quote while we're reading this
We-
and send it to him when we raid. That's
All right.
that's what we're
Let
doing.
me go look. Let me go look through the quote collection.
Yeah,
those are
the
also
ones
those
that
are a
aren't
little
that bad.
further than where we're at the moment.
Yeah, those are a bit further.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fine.
fair.
All right, let's find the rest. He walks in front of me and scanned around before walking walking through town as he owned.
What?
Huh?
There were signs of a firefight and bodies of cartel men littering the ground. Price and the rest of them walk through here.
I must have removed some of this from my brain. Like I must have just
Either that or I read it correctly as how I thought they were supposed to do it. I keep on clicking inspect instead of paste.
Dude, I do that shit all the time.
Inspecting this, like, what is this?
As he owned.
As he owned?
It's got to be as if he owned the place, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be as he owns the place, but they just didn't put place. Now I know why Alejandra put you up for recommendations, Soap chuckles as we follow the trail of death. You are a bag of spooky tricks. He smiles, looking back at me. I nod.
Spooky tricks.
So that was you who were making the sounds? I nod.
I'm gonna-
Damn, you scared us. I thought you got caught. I shrug. You know, kid, I can see you being a real asset to us.
The way I'd like to fucking kill myself right now.
Not a lot.
All great asset. All I'm hearing is a reckless fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Basically.
Maybe.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What the
He's
great
like, I
asset,
choked the
my
water.
fucking ass.
I sat back and observed them. They were all good. My heart squeezed at the anxiety setting in my stomach. I truly have a lot to show. I let out a long sigh, trying to swallow this new dread in my body. We descended to the town square. There we meet up with Charlie and Alejandro. Hey, Charlie calls out, a small smirk on his face. How many did you take out? He asked me. Like 30, I sighed. He let out a long whistle before smiling. That doesn't count because that was Charlie.
Oh fuck! This author. The reason that we have a whistle count, by the way, is because it's gonna happen a lot.
It's gonna happen a lot.
Oh.
It's at 5 already.
All right. Oh yeah. Also, I'm sitting here. Is there never once a radio used?
So they're
No.
mute.
No, there was a radio used, but
Okay, but like anyone else using a radio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, I swear,
yes.
no.
There's a bunch of
Okay.
radio. They have an active line going. We know this. It's
Okay,
stated
That
in the
it
fanfic.
has been
I
used,
know. Yeah, I know the character of the fanfic is mute. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like no one else is using a radio.
Yeah, no,
Price
that's-
and Ghost
radio
were, and so was
has
Ghost and
been
Charlie.
Okay.
They were having a conversation when that's how Ghost found
Okay.
Gazelle in the tree. I'm gonna keep on calling her Gazelle at this point. We moved into it on a single building to the old high school that the cartel as camaraderie. Camaraderie?
Wait, can you highlight the word? Where are you? Commandeer.
Commandeer. Sorry,
I think it's that the cartel has commandeered, I think is what it's trying to say.
I would imagine the
but it does say
would
old-
commandeer.
a
But
high
it does
school.
say
A high
old high, but it 100% says
Oh,
old high
oh, here
school
comes my
cartel
favorite part about
cartels
Charlie.
as commandeer. Oh yay!
Charlie
time.
sets up the bomb on the main door, and we all step back. The explosion rings out in silence of night. Ghost and Soap go running and guns blazing. At this point, we were all confused why Charlie had the fucking bomb. And it's not explained yet why he has a fucking bomb.
Don't worry, it
We'll
won't be
tell you.
for a little
Not
bit.
now. Next chapter, actually.
Yeah, it waits a whole chapter to tell you why he has a bomb.
Bullets flew by
Ugh.
us and one scratched my cheek. I stayed back. Close counter firefights aren't my strong suit. They run through
Yeah, no
every...
shit, you're a fucking
Wait.
sniper. Why are you here?
Oh yeah, but how many have you already gotten this close? Now you realize, oh, my weapon's not made for close range.
They
No,
run through
Not her
every...
weapon, not her weapon.
No.
She is not made for close range.
Yeah. They run through every
What?
room, clearing them of cartel members. The cartel leader was found in the upstairs girls' bathroom. Panjiro! Alejandro
Yeah,
sneers.
Charlie has only been described as her emotional support human thus far.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and he's only there in case she has an autistic meltdown, as described.
Mhm.
All right.
Alejandro sneers as they shoot at the guard. They would like the leader alive, but if he dies, no hard feelings. Alejandro rushes in and tackles the cartel leader down. No hard... They need information!
No
What?
hard feelings.
Hey, isn't that the entire goal of the operation would be that to get no hard feeling that you're failing the fucking mission?
Interrogation begins. Alejandro and Charlie went back and forth trying to get anything from the leader. I don't know Spanish, once again. Eres tan pateno q resultas and trabale. Charlie chuckles, running a knife across the man's face. I get up and leave. This wasn't something I cared for. I stepped outside and enjoyed the cool air. All day
I
hiking
love
and
it when I'm
stalking
getting
really made me
interrogated,
sleepy.
And one of the people is so uninterested in my interrogation that she just fucking leaves.
Just fucking nah, this is boring.
She's like, nah, this shit ain't
Yeah,
working.
I'm out.
She's sleepy too. I'll probably crash against Charlie on the way back. I sit against the building and watch the silent town. Was that too intense for you? I look over to see Gaz walking outside. I shook my head no. It was just boring. You're the quiet type. I shrug.
Yeah, no shit!
Really? That means
Wow! I would have never guessed! Fucking guessed! I look over to see Gaz walking outside. I shook my head no, it was just boring. You're the quiet type. I shrug. Talking wasn't something I really enjoyed doing. I like complaining, but that usually leads to an echo fit. We sat there, silently looking out on the ruined town. We got something. Come back. Charlie pops his head out. We both enter the building. The cartel leader is dead. Huh, the mute is quiet. Never would have guessed it. Yeah.
Dang.
Makarov. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I think
Makarov.
Makarov. Okay, I am. It's doing armed deals with the Mexican cartels. It is to create enough problems to draw the focus of the United States' eyes so they're less aware of what's going on in Russia, Alejandro explains. I turned to Price and see his stern face stiffen. We'll inform Laswell, he furtively states, his accent becoming stronger for a few seconds. Let's head
but
back
only
to
those few
base.
seconds.
Price grunts and picks up his gun. We slowly walk through the town back into the truck. Soap, how's the new recruit? Price asked. She's very good. It was her who was making the noise. Why? Ghost spoke up. Psychological warfare, both Alejandro and Charlie spoke. She likes to create chaos and fear in the hearts of her opponent. Charlie hubs and sees slightly turns to a sleepy girl. How she sleep anywhere will always astonish me. And that's the end of chapter 4.
Yep.
The way these chapters end just never there's
Ah.
no
And now
resolution.
we've got marketable plush Will on screen now.
Oh, hold on,
Yes.
I love it so much.
All right. Give me a moment to actually.
Will.
I want to see my marketability. I think actually I can go to Twitch because stream won't load
Well,
in
Link, we're about
mobile.
to start the 5th chapter.
Of the
Of-
evil thing.
Of the evil fic called Echoes.
It's called Echoes. It is a Call of Duty X Reader fan fiction.
Cohen and Ghost.
Yeah, of X Conan and Ghost, both.
It's supposed to be a threesome. It's a very slow burn. We're on chapter 17. in our personal reading, we're on chapter 5 on stream, and it's been
Yeah, we're on
an hour and a
chapter-
half.
There's like 60 chapters. This is still being written.
This
We're
is
on chapter
updated
17.
today.
We're on chapter
Hey.
17 of Aries and I are on chapter 17, and I like they
What?
he still doesn't even fucking tolerate them.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how we're gonna get to romance. It's
No.
It,
so bad.
so it's already. So wait, it's already been months. This Kale can't even mildly tolerate them.
Correct.
Okay.
Not to do too much spoilers, but she goes toe to toe with Ghost, like, and like
I forgot
What?
about that.
yeah, she goes toe to toe with Ghost, and then within meeting, and we just met Cohen in chapter 17. She immediately goes toe to toe with him. So
Oh,
she's
she
trying
has
to
a
fight
button.
every single person that she's trying to be romantical with. The only
Okay.
only agents that she likes are Alejandro and Rudy.
See, all I'm thinking is she should absolutely get her ass kicked by Ghost.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
100. It's gotta. If it doesn't happen any
That's
other
what
way,
would
what
actually happen.
What would actually happen? What we wish happened.
pain?
Enemies to lovers. God, I wish it was enemies to shipping her off to a different fucking thing. Because
I wish it was
Enemy.
enemies to enemies.
Yeah, I wish it was
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Enemies to mortal enemies.
Enemies to somebody, please beat this person up.
Enemies to funerals.
A few days passed and Price and Gas left for a mission, leaving Soap, Ghost, Alejandro, Charlie, and me. I spent most of my time listening to Soap and Alejandro talk about the previous assignments and stuff that happened to them. What about you? Two, any funny stories? Soap asks looking out for food. Oh yes, Charlie pops up. It's in our establishment requirements, Gazelle was the most targeted person by the drill sergeant for being weird. So she has so many dumb stories. For example, she was far better than everyone at shooting and decided to help a few people. A drill sergeant didn't like that, so he told her to comb grass. Oh, really? Oh yeah, we were caught together. She was having a breakdown, so we were told to sweep water when it was raining. So we both ended up having a breakdown, laughing at the stupidity. That seems like bullying, Soap states, setting his fork down.
Generally, that's the point of a drill sergeant is
Yeah.
to break you the fuck down.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah. The point is to bully
That's
you.
the military.
But also, the fucking, like, the only that sounds like bullying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for fucking no, that's probably standard. Not bull. Like, oh, it's bull. No, that's fucking
Oh, it
standard
sounds
procedure
like
in the fucking
bullying.
military.
That's normal boot camp behavior, says Adrian.
Fuck.
Guys, you're hearing Will, and I do need to remind you, Will's on the side of a street somewhere walking, yelling this. I do need to like make that clear.
No, I ain't fine with yelling. It's cold out, so there's no one outside. And unless the random cars that are driving by other windows, that no one's hearing me yell.
I know, so
Turning
did...
Will into a local crazy person. Oh, don't worry, that has happened way
1000%.
earlier.
One
than-
of my
than this.
seamen had to carry around a plant to replace the oxygen she was wasting. Oh yeah, Adrian's been like in this path a little bit. I know, so did I. I know, so did I, but Gazelle was like, bitch, try me, so she took on every dumb challenge to the max. By the end, we had photos of her posing while doing the dumb shit they asked her to do. Anyways, I got the drill sergeant demoted, Charlie explains. You two are thick as thieves, Ghost mutters. Without Flassic... I forgot she has a fourth nickname. Flacea?
Where is it? Flacca?
Flacca, I would probably be dead or in jail. Really? Alejandro asked, a little more surprised. Yeah, I was going down the track to be a gangbanger. In high school, I was bad. I was sent to the
I forgot
disability
about
teaching program just to get rid of me. That's where I met her again. You two knew each other before high school? This is what you get from that!
Yeah, Charlie was a fucking asshole, and they were like, let's put him with the disabled kids.
Oh, something add up here.
Yeah, we went to the same elementary school, and so I saw her then. We went to different middle schools and then the same high schools, so I thought she was gonna recognize me, and my image would fall. Turns out this bitch didn't remember me at all. The table erupts in chuckles. Not laughter, chuckles.
Chuckles.
The point
I love erupting in chuckles.
the point we became friends was I walked in on her beating the ever living shit out of Bully. Hottest thing I ever saw. Hottest thing I ever saw.
Echo,
He
it's
tried
time.
to date me. I write down and show the table. So what happened? Soap smiles, leaning in. She looked me dead in the eyes. I'm not shitting. This haunts me to this very
I'm not
day.
shitting.
She said, "Do you whimper?" When I tell you my brain stopped working, it stopped. She said, "I like my men on their knees and whimpering." And you know what? I'm so glad I did date you. Charlie turns to me with a wild smile. I rolled my eyes and asked him. I did ask him that. I was serious. He didn't have to expose me like that. Soap turns to me, his mouth falls slightly open. She said that? I nod. What confidence? He looks bewildered and shocked. Alejandro laughs and pats Charlie on the back. She's so feisty.
She's so feisty.
She's so
feisty.
feisty. She's just so feisty.
I like my women feisty.
She's so feisty.
You know,
And I
there's
like
a
my
car.
wind whippering.
You know, there's a car
On their
approaching. How
knees.
fast can I just jump in front of it
You
and
would
like
kill
suffer?
me if I
She-
got in front of the car right now.
She's mean. Charlie slams his hand
You
on
have
the
to go head
table.
first.
She bullied me into
I know.
using shampoo
Always
and
got to.
conditioner, not the 2-in-1 stuff. All the men cheered to her. 2-in-1 is gross, and you use it, shame on you. That's why you're bitchless. I write it down, and they read it and smile. You got an attitude. No shit!
Oh my god.
Really? Never would have guessed.
I'm gonna walk
Really?
into the seat, yeah!
I rolled my
Echo, are
eyes.
you glad this is the
Link,
stream
do you
I'm
whimper?
starting this fucking commission on? I'm so sorry. Yup, okay, cool. I'm glad you're
I'd
into it.
offer a distract. Never.
Wait, please though.
Wait,
I'm
kinda
not
funny.
messaging this person ever.
Uh,
This is slightly
Kyle.
bullying.
okay, yeah.
Hi, Kyle.
Look,
It
only
has
a
to be
little bit of bully.
satire.
If I
Yeah.
meet this author, I'm not gonna be friendly with them.
If I meet this
Why?
author, I'm doing
They're
a
a fellow
180 and walking
creative,
one out.
Daddy. They are
Listen,
just putting their.
Why do I
Listen,
have an
all I'm
Apple
saying
sticker?
is, you run from this author. You don't walk away.
You run.
I'm gonna walk up to them, put my hand on their shoulder, and go,
Stop.
I'm gonna fucking destroy all of your belongings.
Everything electrical gets destroyed.
Everything you own in a dumpster.
I rolled my eyes and slightly smiled. Trust me, her attitude does get annoying
Oh
if
my
it's
God,
directed at
no,
you.
The author is pity.
But if
Fellow
you can
creative
watch
that
it
needs
for
to
the
not
side.
be creative anymore.
Trust me, her attitude
Creative
does
rights
getting
revoked.
annoying. But if it's directed at you, but if you can watch it from the sideline, it's funny as hell. Charlie said. What's the funniest thing she said? Soap asked, his smile growing bigger. She was sparring with a guy who said he's gonna eat ass. Anyways, when she won, she called him ass eater. They all turned to me the same expression. I don't understand this sentence.
That's not.
Wait,
That's fine.
she was sparring with a guy who said she's going to eat ass.
Kyle is asking if he
Anyways,
used
when
one of
she
his
won, she called
blizzard
him an ass. Okay,
to eat
What?
us. That's
Yeah,
not.
That's not how this
clever.
works.
that's not.
That's not very clever.
Kyle has asked
They're
if he can
funny.
use his fucking Blizzard stream artwork to get a scene from this drawn.
Yes.
The first fan,
I
the first
don't know
fan
how
art.
to answer that because I don't know if I want to do that. Do not. Well, see the thing is that
It'd be funny.
it would be
It
funny.
would-
but
funny.
Also, how would I draw that? Because this is supposed to be us. Do I just pick?
No,
one
we're
of
a
us to put-
Latina.
Do I just pick one of us to put in the tree screaming?
Yes. You put
Like, is
Kyle
that-
in the tree
Put
screaming.
Kyle in the tree.
Kyle.
He's requesting that it's he's YN.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I put Arsenal in the tree.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Link. That's
Oh,
our
you
special
missed it.
skill as a. That's our special skill as a sniper. Is we go into the sniper spot way too close to the fucking grounds, scream to attract people, and then kill them as they run towards us. That is our special.
It's also a
sniping
war
skill.
crime.
It's also a war crime, but that is our.
It's
that is
also
our,
bad.
It's
Yeah.
our psychological warfare.
I
There
smirk
was a
and
thing
look
in the
down at
jar
my
over there,
food.
Don't tell me there are limitations. Kyle got me there though.
Yeah, I swear to
I've
look.
got a bitch in a jar. You can also put Will in the jar, by the way.
I swear to
Yeah,
look down at my
wait.
food. I didn't intend to be sexual. I was simply replying back to his first challenge. The men around me chuckle. Charlie's one of the best
Twice for poking
storytellers out there. I nudge him with my elbow inside. Tell him about your dud stunts. He smiles and turns back to them. You want to hear my stunts? Alejandro smiles, leaning back. He's done a few missions with Charlie, and Charlie isn't one to talk about himself. So I'm an explosive specialist. And I was tasked to explode an old helicopter for celebration. How? He puts his hands up. They never told me a limit, so I just did as much as I thought would create a mushroom. I see where this is going. Anyways, it did fall. Soap smiles cheekily. Anyway, it did form a small mushroom. I did cause some mild hearing damage, and I scared the drill sergeants and got yelled at for 3 minutes straight. I was then forced to ladle the water out from
Only
the
3 minutes. That's not a very long time.
I
No.
ladle the water from this large fountain into the drain, and you know what? I empty that bitch. Charlie slams his hand against the table. What about you guys? We trusted someone who
Charlie-
betrayed us, so pumps. Who? His name was Graves. He's dead. That's our
Don't
character
worry,
death.
Link.
I mean,
Everyone
hey, at
sucks.
least
At least it was Graves.
they at least got that right. But like, they're not gonna mention, they're not gonna mention, the shepherd.
Nope.
No,
Nope. No
mention of
shepherd here.
either.
Not yet.
The other bitch who actually betrayed you. And all
No.
of America? No? Okay.
Why would they mention it? It's fine.
Who cares about America?
Did you
Will?
see the
Come on.
body? I write
Canadian.
down from the Reese show.
Yeah,
Shakes
you're right.
his head no. That he might not be dead. That is not your response. Soap looked around and chill ran down his spine. Nonsense. We killed him. Ghost firmly states, his tone as cold and harsh. If you say so, Gazelle over here likes to be a Debbie Downer. Piss off, I sign. You know you love me. Sorry, piss off, I sign. You know I love me, says Charlie, I think. I love
You know I
when
love
you're
me.
not being a mega cunt. Charlie grips his heart dramatically. Gasps, my comment
Mega
truly
cunt.
hurt him. Rude. How long
You
will
know,
it
I
take her to
upset.
speak?
Character would just be fucking like removed from the setting so fast for
Mhm.
just
Being
such-
awful in
Yeah.
every way.
Yeah.
in every fucking way.
No, wait for it. It gets worse.
It does get worse.
How
and I-
long will it take her to speak? Ghost asks Charlie. The young man looks over his shoulder at her. She has on her phone texting someone. She can speak now, but I don't think she will. Why not? Soap jumps in. Oh, it was Ghost that asked earlier. Sorry, I was like so confused. I once told her that she has nothing nice to say. Don't say anything. That's why she's so quiet. She doesn't see the need to speak to you. Both men frowned and looked back at her. That's a little problematic. Childish. She knows. In her autistic mind, I speak for her. Therefore, she has no need to speak. She also has her echolalia, which frustrates her severely. So half the reason is you and the other half is her autism. Both are her autism. She's a destination person, not the journey. She's gonna need a
Both
reason to
are
speak to
autism.
you.
Both are autism. I'm part of her autism. Just like
I'm
Hello,
autism.
I'm the autism.
Besides it being easier for you, she needs a personal reason. Soap nods while Ghost just sighs. She sounds like a headache. She can be, but if you win her respect, she's very funny. Charlie cocks a brow before smirking. Really? Both men asked a little shocked by that comment. Gazelle wasn't the type to seem to enjoy anything, so she can act less stuck up. She acts away because she's expecting retaliation for being on the spectrum. I see. We're not going to judge her. You will. Everybody does.
literally
You too?
the first
Yep.
thing that was said about it was brat behavior.
I don't.
Yeah, there's some judgment.
She's
To be
funny.
fair-
Prove it. Yeah.
Also, there's always judgment because that's just like human nature. There's some sort of judgment. It's good or bad.
Yep, but
I
my
have
judgment
one
is
apple
something
juice
she.
But
I'm using it now.
I understand the point, but my brain's like
I'm still loving
Hey.
the fact that Will is just on the side of the
Oh,
Yeah.
MM jar. MM jar.
MM jar.
MM
I-
jar.
MM jar.
and then yeah, I always
Where's
like
John
meeting
now?
myself in a moment as I order
John.
my coffee.
Hmm.
MM
Yep,
jar.
but my judgment is something she's used to. I'm a person who can say things she can understand, but it's not me to blame her autism, but the situation we are in, Charlie explains to the two. I'm only here to make the transition smoother because without me, she still is like this, and she probably never explains why. Soap just nods. She's a very good shot. I'm impressed. Is she? Yeah, the
Oh
first...
yeah, Link. There's a couple options for jarring people now, because we did a jar stream. So as of right now, I have a jar redeem, and you can put in the jar Yato, Will, Repose, Wombat, Dawn, Anim, Emmy, me, Mike, Lemon, Kira, and Claire.
Sorry, I need a
See-
water break.
Yeah. take a sip after all that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you've been reading a lot.
She's a very good shot. I'm impressed. Yeah, the first time Alejandro saw her in action, he couldn't stop pestering her about how she does her thing. Looks like you'd be surprised too when
He
out of
opens
nowhere a
her
girl next
mouth.
to you screams like she's being murdered, Alejandro report.
Yeah.
So protecting his dignity? The tattoos on your hands, what does it mean? Skull represents the dead comrades we lost, and the numbers are the dates we lost them, he explained. So you two were on the same squad? Yeah, we're asked to help out a special op group. Oh, Soap mutters. They were taken out one by one. I survived out of dumb luck, but they knew she wasn't one of them and left her life on purpose. It was supposed to be an easy thing, training, but it turned into a nightmare. Soap patted Charlie on the back. She's carrying a grudge, Ghost states, and Charlie nods. The Marines overlooked it, said she didn't appear traumatized. From the way she talks about it, it was surreal, and I don't think she processed that. Why are you telling us? Because I think this is the main thing that's eating her alive, and something small and influential to us will be the final straw that breaks her back. That's the end of chapter 5.
God, this author read the definition of foreshadowing once, went, that seems important.
Yeah. Also,
They read
yeah,
Chekhov's gun and went, ah, perfect.
Also, isn't the Benoit cute, MM? It's
Mhm.
Echo. We're working on a commission for Echo right now.
Yeah.
I'm putting my
Oh,
popcorn
okay.
aside so I can actually see my screen. I've got this giant fucking bowl for my popcorn, and I had it on my desk, but it like covered half of my drawing tablet.
Only draw half of Echo and be like,
Yeah.
other half, no.
There's a reason this has been the most centered art stream we've gotten thus far from me. Because I can't use the whole canvas, but it's okay. I moved it. Now I can go back to my regular bullshit.
Oh my god. I
Finally,
sigh and
cute
look
and
up.
loud.
I sigh and look up behind me. Both Ghost and Soap decide to have you in their group. What? What?
What?
They
What?
Wait, what? Wait,
what?
one more time? Hold
I
on.
sigh and look behind me. Both Ghost and Soap decided to have you in their group.
What?
Okay.
We changed perspectives mid-sentence.
Yeah, okay. That's what caught me off guard.
Alejandro and Charlie are in another group. What?
It's
What?
like sometimes the author realizes
another
that
groups.
there's
Are in
it's
another
like
group.
sometimes they realize that
They're supposed to be
that
writing
they're
in second
supposed to be
person.
writing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And in their defense, second person is hard to write
it
in.
is.
It
It
is.
is. But just fucking
It
don't write
changes
in it
so
then.
much.
Yeah.
Why are they writing in second person at all? Like, at this place, no.
I sigh and peer over
Really
the wall
should
to
not.
see a few guards. I look back at them. I don't want to talk, but we can't stay here forever. Gazelle, Soap, sorry, not Scope.
Scope.
Go
Nope.
left and I'll
No,
go right.
scope.
And I'll go right. Ghost gruffly whispers and begins to shuffle away. I turn to Soap and we both nod. Let's go back and let me take them out. Look for snipers, Soap instructs. I fall back and look through my scope and see a few. I quietly take aim and shoot the sniper down. I look around and see a group of soldiers walking towards us. Shit, I whisper and fall back even more. I look over to see both of them not noticing the new arrivals. I look around and pull out a grenade. I threw it towards the forest. The sound pierced into the night. Okay, well, that's
I
our
love
first
wasting
mention of
grenades.
grenades.
Yeah, well, welcome to this fucking nightmare.
Okay,
I've
so
never read a book
No,
ever.
like-
it's sounding, like a stealth mission. Grenade!
Grenade!
Wait, Will, are grenades not a stealth tool? Are
Yeah, are they not?
Oh,
This
yeah,
person is
no.
running-
Hold on,
this
let me just slap a fucking silencer on my grenade. Yeah, I'll
This
be
person
silent.
is running a stealth mission like fucking like Jacksepticeye
It's
runs a
called-
stealth mission.
It's stealth in the way that if everyone's dead, no one can report it.
Yeah.
You
is
broke
that
up.
not-
stealth
What's that?
in quotes. I'm slowly getting over the secondhand embarrassment. Oh, don't worry. You will never get over it. Yells as loud as possible.
See what's any about. A few broke off from the group to check it out, while the rest
This
continued to
is
walk towards
chapter
us.
5. There are 60 chapters of this.
Kane, I am
We're
almost
never-
tempted to go read this on my own.
We're
No.
on chapter 5, and we are 2 hours into this stream, and we've only made it to here because of how many times we've had to stop and be like,
The few broke off from the group to check it out, while the rest continued to walk towards us. I frowned. They are still making their way towards Soap and Ghost. I
yeah,
felt back
it's 60 chapters, and it's still being written. It was updated
today.
Like, it's still getting updated.
When I found it, it was at 49.
Yeah, it's updated 11 chapters since we started reading it like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. A few broke off from the group to check it out. Da, 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 da. I fell back into the forest, letting myself be seen, and ran into the forest. I quickly jumped into a tree and gazed down, my heart beating violently against my chest as the anxiety in my stomach begins to rise up. I moved around the treetops and found a large tree where I could comfortably lie down. This is our favorite moment, and take a shooting position. I found one person trailing in the back, away from everyone. I took the shot and he fell. My silencer helped shush the noise.
The silencer on the sniper rifle that helps
Yeah.
shush the noise. Because it's not like, because it's fucking, what else would a silencer do? And why do you have a silencer on your goddamn fucking thing?
Why do you have a silencer if you're just willing to throw out fucking grenades?
Where was I? Okay. I hope both Soap and Ghost took... Soap and Ghost took the opportunity to sweep the building and find out the target was there.
Don't worry, Link. They also have selective mutism,
And
like autism,
autism
echolalia.
so bad that they need a support buddy at all times.
But don't worry, all of it goes away when she's killing people, because that's not a harmful stereotype to fucking
That's
push forward.
Awful stereotype.
This
What
is
the
why I
No,
put
well,
ableist as the
Maddie,
first thing in my
guys.
warnings.
Guys, she's obviously incredibly high functioning.
Oh,
Truth.
truly.
Crying,
I
weeping, actually.
I can take care of the crowd. I vanished higher into the tree and let out a systematic set of noise. The first sound was a scream that eerily sounded like a mountain lion's. I went in and out of
Mountain
screaming.
lions that just sound like a woman screaming.
I mean, that is actually kind of what they sound like anyway, so yeah, I guess.
Exactly, right? Like that.
Oh yeah, it's like, okay.
I let it die down into a whistle. Another whistle
Maddie
mentioned
wilting
6 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun drinking game. Every time I have to fucking like wheeze in pain, take a shot, you'll be dead.
I'm
20
dead.
Also,
And so will
fun game.
you.
At the end of stream, go back to look at the VOD and just watch the first 10 minutes of us having a jovial chat before we have to get into this and compare it to how we are at the stream.
I'm doing great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I went silent and let the silence get into their minds. Gazelle, where are you? My comms turn on as Soap calls in. I stay silent and turn off my comms.
We're no longer able to hear you fucking screaming.
I can't let the noise
No,
distract me. So she turned off her comms. I will find them afterward. I looked down to see a few men gathering together. They were talking about me, wondering where I disappeared. I dropped down and dropped a grenade next to them. I quickly switched trees and left the group to their fate.
Okay, pause.
Okay.
Wait,
I was
hold
already
on.
gonna pause.
Hold on.
She drops down. She throws a grenade
No,
down.
she drops a
and
grenade. She's setting
she
it down
drops
on
a
the
grenade,
ground.
Right. She drops a grenade, then drops down, then jumps into another street. No,
What?
no, Kyle. We are this person. This is an ex-reader fan fiction. This is
We just have
supposed to be
4
us.
code names.
This is supposed to be us.
Mm-hmm.
Pain. Agony. I don't want to be this person.
It's us.
It's
It's
us.
We are the.
I want Reader to die. I also want Reader to die. I want
I want Reader.
Giselle.
I
Spider
don't want
Monkey.
this to be the second
Flacco?
coming of
I need to
Uh,
mention also that she drops the grenade and then then doesn't get seen by any of this group and climbs up
Yeah.
another tree
And
and
in the
away
time
from
of the
safety.
grenade being tossed, she has time to get down out of the tree, go to a different tree. But the people she threw the grenade at don't have time to react to the grenade.
They don't
before it goes
react.
off.
They don't see her. They don't hear her. Not even one person tries to take a shot.
Yeah.
I saw both Soap and Ghost coming out of the building with the target in hand. I walk out of the forest and towards them. Where were you? Ghost asked, a little annoyed. I turned and pointed to the forest. Your fast thinking gave us some time, Soap jumps in with a smile. I give him a curt nod and look at the man they have in the grass. Let's chat with Alejandro. Alejandro! Ghost. We have the target. Let's meet up. Alright.
Okay, yep, that's the conversation.
That's
a,
it.
That's a
That's the
conversation.
conversation.
We regroup in an abandoned building. I walk up to Charlie and fist bump him. I walk into an abandoned building. I walk up to Charlie and fist bump
All right, yep,
Wait, I forgot
I'm.
about that fist bump. I'm not him.
Dude,
Not him.
who the fuck is I'm? Where did I come from?
I'm.
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 Your
I
character
walked
just
up
dropped.
to
Both Alejandro and Charlie began the interrogation of the cartel leader. I stayed back with Soap as Ghost stood a little closer to the scene.
I need something terrible to happen to us. And Adam's like, give me some gay bacon to dull the pain.
You know
Here's-
what? You didn't.
Here's an artistic rendition of Will standing in the middle of fucking street.
Oh, wait. I haven't seen this.
You pictured the seething very well.
Yeah.
There.
You know you didn't have to do that. Soap turns me with a kind
Will looks how
smile.
I feel. I think this is how we all
This is
feel.
how we all feel. The fuck kind of
Listen,
Spider-Man jumping piano?
Listen, I am outside. I can just freely yell as much as I give a damn right now. So, if I was at home, I would not be yelling this much.
Liar.
Okay, no, I would be yelling, but I
worry,
also
Echo.
would be a little more
It's
mindful
saved.
of my roommates.
Liar.
You know, you didn't have to do
I've
that.
been an
Soap
apology.
turns to me with a kind smile. I know what you did was to draw attention away from us. Soap pats me on the shoulder before giving it a squeeze. Next time we work together, you will we'd rather not lose you in the forest. Soap jokes and walks closer. He just patted you in the shoulder, so he's just getting closer and closer.
Yeah, he's just like walking up to you. Just
The readers
I
who have
fr-
pulled themselves off
I
this grenade,
frowned.
please, for the love of
Oh
God.
god, this line. I frown. Lose me in the forest? I'm never lost. I do not get lost. I simply become my surroundings. I don't understand Soap. One moment he's judging me, the next moment he's all buddy-buddy to me. It's two-faced. I slightly sneer and fold my arms. Men are sometimes more confusing than body language women set to each other.
I forgot about this fucking line.
What?
Yeah, yay.
All right, I'm
That's
writing
a
that
lie.
one down for
Yeah.
those
Sending it to
later.
Don't forget, we are planning to raid Repose, so pick your favorite line, and that's what we're sending. That's
I'll
the
put
raid
this in my
messages
chat as
today.
well for Adrian.
Fucking new quote I never understood. So I never understand what men and what is it? I slightly sneer and fold my arms. Men sometimes oh fuck, there's no R there. It's men are sometimes more confused than the body
yeah.
language women
Women
set
set.
to each other.
It's not said, it's set.
It's set. Like S-E-T.
I could feel the aneurysm coming.
Charlie noticed me by myself and walked to me. How was it? He sighed to me. People are weird and their minds change too fast for me. Elaborate.
Everyone's
Soap is
joining
being
this.
too nice to me. Oh, I spoke about you to them. I think they see you a little more human than before. Fuck you, bitch. Charlie laughs and leaned against the wall with me.
See, Echo, I would say the author is a guy, but I honestly have no idea. Because if we're going off of the sexism, the person's sexist both ways. Like, there are parts where they are just incredibly
Equality
sexist.
sexism.
Well,
Like, they're just
Basically.
sexist in general.
Well,
to everyone.
Maddie, that's
They just,
because
like,
they're sexist
suck.
in the way a pick-me girl is sexist.
Yeah, literally. Oh god,
this
the
is a
pick me
pick-me.
energy. The pick me energy in this character
Oh
is
my god.
crazy.
The author's 14 and dumb.
I'm not like other girls.
I'm not like other girls.
Well,
it still hasn't-
Or
it still
12 and
hasn't-
smart. Give her
Has
that.
it still not said the character's age?
No, not yet.
Oh my god. I forgot how long it takes for them to say the character's actual age.
You should be glad one is trying to warm up to you. I will have to leave after the main event. I roll my eyes. Main event is a matter of when than if. My famous breakdown. He didn't say if, he just said the main event. The moment I
Yeah.
learn not to cry during an argument, I will be unstoppable, I whispered to Charlie. If that ever happens, I'll actually be very proud of you, Charlie mutters back to me. Say, Charlie, you like any of them? Soap is fun to talk to. You like to dub fun ones, indeed. What are you two talking about? I feel like Charlie's gonna start
I
dating
feel like
Soap.
I like my men stupid.
At this point, I feel like
Fair.
Charlie and Soap are gonna end up dating. Soap as
Honestly, I'm here for that more
Yeah.
than whatever the hell your name has going on.
yep.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the main task force members. Charlie elbows me. I correct my behavior and look at Soap.
I
Just that
correct
you're a
my
fun
behavior.
fun person to talk to. Charlie spoke half the truth. Half the truth. So
Half
look at
the
this
truth.
smile. You get to straight with a little conversation with Charlie. Charlie, Alejandro calls out, and Charlie moves forward and listens to what he has to say. I know Charlie is the best here, but he's kind and he has the never let go of that thug slash he's kind, but he has never let go of that thug slash gangster attitude or mentality. He could switch to that mentality. I seen him do it to recruits who think picking on me is funny. He tries to lead the cartel leader or whatever his title is. I forget that. I forget, and to me it doesn't matter. This message changes, his tone drops. The dominance fill the room. I feel a smirk going on my
forget.
face.
Despite being part of this group and needing to know that shit. Me too, I also like my men's stupid Modern Warfare cast confirmed himbos.
I
To
honestly,
to be a himbo, you have to respect women. That's part of the thing.
Not in this fic. There are
Not
no
in this fic.
himbos in this fic.
I desperately want the author of this fic to just write an actual COD game. I need to see the story. I need to see it.
Oh my god!
You know,
Like,
I already,
unironically.
I haven't played the third Modern Warfare because, you know, I'm not spending another $80 for a 2-hour campaign.
Oh
Mhm.
fuck!
But what if it was
I would-
2-hour campaign of
if
this?
If this artist wrote the campaign, alright, it's gonna hate it, let's do it.
I need them to write all of the dialogue, all the character interactions, the storyline, and all the combats.
Mhm.
Oh
I need-
no.
I see. I haven't
Total
delved into
creative
it.
control.
I need them to have
Oh,
total
no.
creative control if this is to happen.
Oh, we finally get to go back to this. Charlie can be a scary gangster if he were one. I have no idea what he's saying, but the moment he said La Arana, I knew the man would fold. And he did. La Arana is a little nickname I earned when we first worked with Alejandro, the Mexican Special Forces against the cartel. It was first a joke started with the special force when they decided to prank us with spiders. I was the only one not afraid to collect all the spiders and put them on my head. It was to show these men, and I'm much weirder than them. It was a pure accident, really. One overheard conversation, and I became a legend. La Arana became the boogeyman, and the special forces leaned into it. The man beg for them to keep the La Arana out of this. Alejandro smirks and took over the conversation. Charlie backs up and stood next to me. Your little legend is truly an amazing thing. I roll my eyes and softly punch him on the shoulder. He chuckles and watches with me. So who's La Arana? Soap asks as we sit in the truck. I look over to see Alejandro and Charlie look at me. La Arana is a famous cartel killer in the Mexican Special Forces. Both Soap and Ghost nod.
Okay.
Funny enough,
Mexican
she's still in
Special
this.
Forces.
Yeah.
Different than the Mexico forces from earlier.
Special Forces, yeah, the Mexico Special Forces and the Mexican
The
Special
Mexico
Yeah.
Forces.
Forces, the Mexican Special Forces. Now we're on
Yeah.
an actual name. It's
Yeah.
not gonna stay that way.
It won't.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm waiting
Mexican
for
Special
T
Forces.
blank to pop
Haha,
up.
so funny, weird, quirky, autistic. Yeah, literally. So quirky.
So
quirky.
weird.
Weird. Haha,
So
spiders
different.
on my head.
So weird and quirky.
Funny
I
enough, she's
hate
still in this
exposition.
truck. Soap head snapped backwards, his eyes slightly bulge out at me. I smile slightly at him. You? Yeah, it's funny. It's an inside joke. Take it very far.
You?
Alejandro laughs and
hold on.
pats me on the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to make
What's
sure I just heard that correctly. Did Ghost do that?
No, Soap.
Okay, I really thought I misheard it.
That would have been really out of character, even for this
That,
fic.
that caught me off guard because I heard Ghost and my brain went kind of short circuited there. For what?
Funny enough,
Okay.
she's still in this truck. Well, it started off, Charlie begins to tell the story of my nickname. Soap turns to me with an expression of odd fear. I can't believe you let a spider climb all over you. I shrug and look at Alejandro, who only smirks. Like, how? This is by far the most
Easily.
mundane thing.
That is so
Having a
mundane.
tolerance for spiders is not a big fucking deal.
It's not.
I'm 90% sure the artist has, or the author might have some sort of spider fear that they're just. If that's the best they could come up with.
She
Yeah,
did
it
it to
is.
make a point. A point echoes Charlie's words. Title of the fanfic. At a point, she wanted to be taken seriously, so she did stuff to establish dominance. And let me say this: the way she does it will always be unsettling. Charlie mused with fond memories. How so? Alejandro asked, never hearing the story. She looked a drill sergeant in the eyes and ate a live cockroach. She ate a ghost pepper and went to bed afterwards. Like she did shit in a way that will tilt you for a
And
week.
went to bed afterwards.
All of them laughed and turned to me. You're full of surprises. What about your nickname, Spider Monkey? She's a mix between a spider and a monkey when she climbs things. Alejandro and Soap
A
fell into
spider
loud
monkey
laughter.
is a thing. It is an
No,
actual
And
they
that's
don't
the end of
exist.
chapter 6.
Only in
They're
bin
not real.
10. Come on,
They're
Maddie.
not real. Okay,
Like,
I
it's
am.
not a crazy new term for this. Like, it's
You ever been a Twilight fan?
I don't want
Sadly.
never did.
sad.
Actually, never.
I am one. Very
Good stuff.
limitedly.
Things that don't surprise me for.
Yeah. Aries, anything I've ever heard mentioned, you seem to be a mild fan of, I'll be honest.
Drop what you're doing. What?
Aries just likes things.
I have
and
to
that's
clean
so
my
valid.
room for 10 minutes. I'm trying to chat.
Well,
Okay. If you're gonna take a break to do stuff, I'm gonna use the washroom really quick,
Yeah,
and
no,
we'll
I'm
just
gonna
take
keep
a.
talking. I can just keep talking.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna
Talking.
be reading at the moment, and my
No reading.
my thing is
Your chat
Break-
told you
break for
no.
Yeah, my
fanfic.
chat told me
Chat
no.
needed a break. All right, I'll be back in just a second.
cat
So
mandated
how are
break.
you feeling about everything, Will?
Pain. Agony.
Is it really?
Suffering.
Is it really?
It's not
It's not
that bad, but
bad,
it's-
is it?
Do you
not
like
that bad.
do you like that spiders on head are apparently like the biggest fear for all 4 of these big military men?
Why the fuck is that the biggest fear in the world? Like, there's no.
It's like
Right,
the
there's no-
craziest thing. All 4 of these military men that are like really high-ranking officials.
There are high. There's no fucking way Ghost at the very. That motherfucker. Of all of them, it's like, yeah, none of them make sense, but really, Ghost is like the worst by offender by far. Like, that man is meant to be terrifying. And I love him, but like, this is not doing Ghost justice.
Oh, don't worry, it gets worse.
And I know, and that's the issue. Is I like Ghost, but that's also because I play the original Modern Warfare and I love Ghost.
How do you like all the soap? Do you like the gas erasure in this as well? There's like no gas. He's like barely there in like any action scene.
My God, my boy, where are you?
Look how they made my boy. That's something I've
Look how
noticed
they
a
ma-
lot.
Look how I'm missing my boy.
In these things that I've seen a lot in like TikTok and stuff, that people just completely don't write gas into things and they always replace them with Cohen.
You know, I wonder if that's one, purpose people just forget about him, or two, most people are, the original Modern Warfare,
Mm-hmm.
and they think about that
I
and
keep
not.
forgetting there's anime on the back of the sweater. Hi,
Oh,
Lucy.
pain. All right, well, I'm gonna have to go because I'm about to work.
No.
Have a good
Oh.
time at work. Try not to think about this. You will feel bad.
You were always gonna.
No,
do
you know
that.
what? For once, work is a blessing.
Is it?
A little bit. Good day.
Good day. At least Gaz isn't getting character assassination. Well, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the fucking Price is apparently just an old sexist man.
I'm back.
I will have to leave.
Hello back.
Will I have to leave?
He's going to work.
Yeah, work.
Oh, I'll take him off the screen.
I am trying to hang up the shirt through its goddamn sleeve hole. It's not working. I just like that the best that Adrian redeemed it, and the message in chat is, "I need a minute."
Honestly, fair.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm saying it is fair. I just love that that's what happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aren't you all glad we did this today?
I
I'm so happy.
I like spending time with you all. I don't know if happy's the word I'd say
Yeah.
for right now, but
I like hanging out.
I love hanging out. This is the best day ever. Thank you.
It's the best day ever.
I do actually need to use the restroom, so I will be right back.
Yep, bathroom break.
Oh. R.I.P. Will.
R.I.P. Will.
Gone but not forgotten.
Absolutely not. Will showed up for like 10 minutes and just spent the whole time upset. And honestly, that's about all we can expect from this fanfiction, is to show up and be upset for a while. I also have this pulled up in case I need a break to just draw this fucking meme. So it's gone but not forgiven.
Which
I'll never-
comfort characters are you going to choose? Do
I
you
have
know?
no idea, but I think it's gonna be Charlotte as one of them. I want Charlotte as the
Okay.
driver. I think that'd be hilarious.
I don't think Charlotte could drive.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Think Charlotte can drive? In the fucking campaign, we had a magical elephant that walked itself, like that walked the fucking RV, so that we didn't have to drive it. Like there,
Mhm.
that's why she's mad. Yeah, she's mad because they made her drive, and she can't. Also, because it's fun to draw Charlotte upset generally. I draw
Yeah.
her so happy all the time. It's fun when she's like. She's upset because she has to drive to Maki's house.
Just driving on. Just driving her daughter to Maki's. Anta, that's her name.
Anta baby.
Anta baby.
Anta baby. The radio is stuck to a highly. I just draw the three of us. I just draw like me, you, and Will, and then I just make the car Aries colored and have the radio reading the fan fiction. Damn split custody. They co-parent really well, considering they fucking hate each other.
What is happening? Okay. I have a pizza banana bread, so I'm gonna eat it quickly, and then we'll continue.
Banana bread.
Mm-hmm. Maddie is gone.
I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here.
Hi.
I just had. I was just told that there's food.
Oh.
I'll go get some when I need another break from this. They work well. They have a common goal, like hating that one elf together. Yeah, Charlotte and Maki were one of my favorite character duos because they just fucking hated each other, but were like mechanically very good partners. If they were to do anything together and tolerate each other, they'd be very good at it. But they didn't like each other, so they weren't.
I
So they
just have a
didn't do it
hard
often.
time playing mean characters in tabletops.
Well, see, that's the
It's-
thing.
It's-
Charlotte wasn't mean.
No, it's just Maki.
Fucking hated Maki. Maki himself wasn't super mean either. They were just only mean to each other, and it was really easy, considering I was a fucking trickery cleric. Enemies
Okay.
to tolerable coworkers, enemies to co-parents was the actual storyline that happened.
Price and Gaz came back by the weekend to a barrack full of laughter and smiles. It seems like Soap and Charlie grew much closer together. Price found the two playing ping pong. Old man, I ain't losing. Look here, brat. Soap begins a little irritated by Charlie's comment. Charlie
Starts a little what? Irritated?
Irritated
Irritated, okay.
by Charlie's comment. Charlie smirks and took a page out of my book. Tilt your opponent until they mess up greatly. I sat next to
Tilt
Gaz,
your
who was
opponent.
watching
I
a full-on
love being
smile.
in the army and tilting my opponent, aka my fucking boss. I
Till they mess up. I sat next to Gaz, who was watching with a full smile. Look here, two mate, you're going down. Alejandro, how do you deal with this attitude? Simple, you play along. Alejandro cheers. Soap frowns and glares at the ping pong ball. He overhit the ball, and Charlie took an opportunity to take a shot. Soap would miss the ball. I smile and look at Soap. He looks a little frazzled. All right, kid, you got to tell it. All thanks to Giselle. Charlie took
Giselle.
a deep, dramatic bow towards me. I rolled my eyes and looked at my phone. How so? Haven't you worked with her? Soap looks a little confused. Everyone looks confused.
You've started reading for like a solid 30 seconds and Link is already again like, I hate everything. Who can blame him?
Everyone looks confused. She makes people lose their cool and they mess up. I let out a high-pitched cackle before clasping my hand over my mouth. I didn't expect you to laugh at that. It's funny. Yeah, Charlie rolls his eyes. Sir, did you hear about Gazelle's little nickname? Soap look at Price. The older man looks up, cigar in his mouth. He shook his head no. He's smoking inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if
How would
that's
you like to
canon or
describe
not,
that,
but
Joel?
like he's just smoking inside.
Out of Oreos, but I've got popcorn, like fresh popcorn that I just made before stream, so it's so fucking cold in this office.
He shook his head
Aw.
no, so that informed both Gaz and Price of my La Arana code name. Price turns to me with a wide smirk. Didn't think you had it in you. I roll my eyes. It's half a joke, the other half is true, Charlie jumps in. It was true, La Arana was a joke, but I did earn that nickname. I was an assassin who took out high-ranking cartel leaders.
Oh my god.
So is
Link,
that
we're
why
in
you
sync.
advocated for her? Price turns to Alejandro, who nods. See, Gazelle is very talented.
See.
Very talented, and I couldn't keep her tactics out of my mind. She was able to drastically shorten a mission with her tactics, Alejandro explains. When I heard you were looking for a sniper, she was my top pick. He flashes me a smile and I nod back. Laswell took her in because of another tale. I look up and sigh, oh boy, I think I know he's talking about. Charlie looks to me a little confused. For a single week, Charlie nods in realization and turns to me with a smirk. He loves this damn story. You took out an entire militia unit on your own. Unit on your own. Everyone looked to me in shock. Even Ghost looked over, his eyes portraying his shock.
What?
Ghost
Even
wears a
Ghost?
mask that only shows his eyes. Looked over, his eyes portray his shock. So, oh my god.
I can't, like, what do I even say? Like, it, also, Link, we're in sync. Let's fucking go.
When was this, Alejandro asked, shocked by this new information? Right after we worked with you, Charlie spoke up, eating his cold breakfast he abandoned to play ping pong. She got separated from her main unit and found a group of 25 militiamen. For what, a week? She slowly stalked them and took them out? For what she told me, she drove them mad. Charlie gives a rundown of his usual storytelling quirks.
With their psychological warfare of screaming like a mountain lion. A thing that sounds like a human woman.
The thing that notably is famous for sounding like a
Sounding
human woman.
Yeah.
Charlie gives a rundown with none of his usual storytelling quirks. Is that it? Soap jumps to his feet, a little disappointed by the lack of lustrous storytelling. Hey, it's classified. She only gives me the brief run-through. Soap nods, but still disappointed that he couldn't get a juicy tale of Gazelle's strange military history. So that's why you picked her, Charlie states, looking at Price. I didn't expect you to be so hardcore. Soap smiles at me.
Fucking, I just...
Oh, I need to get your Belisaric card, Adrian. I'm so sorry.
Adrian be like, I need another break already from this fucking thing.
Your kindness is as beautiful as a garden full of flowers. Wowger.
Aww.
Okay. You're fine, hun. Thank you.
That's sweet.
I nod hardcore. I wouldn't consider myself that. I'm just a terrorizer who likes watching people's lives fall apart. It's cruel, but I like causing problems. Problems I could simply walk away from. Laswell picked up a good one, Price.
I
Gruffly
hate this
chuckles and
bitch.
goes back to
Don't
enjoying
we
his cigar.
all?
Gazelle's a nickname, right? What's your real name? YN, Charlie replies for me. Why are you always talking for her? Ghost finally spoke up. He didn't like Charlie, but he completely found Gazelle annoying. Because she can be a bitch. I slightly nod. I can be the one and I can be one and I like to be pretty annoying when I'm miserable. You're babying her, Ghost retorts. Okay, here's the ableism. Gazelle, do you feel like I'm babying you? Charlie asked me. I shook my head. No. See? She should speak for herself. I agree, Gaz spoke up. He still didn't think Gazelle was cool. She was too hyped up. Like,
Yeah,
this is
in
like a
case you
fast
Terry
guys
also
forgot
don't
that
think
this
she's
was a
cool.
fucking reader, like an ex-reader fanfiction, we finally have our first YN.
Mhm.
6 chapters in.
To be
He's-
fair, I also don't think she's cool.
No, she's not
be honest.
cool. It's just how
She's not cool.
it's how they go about it. It's just like they're acting like she's like some basketball team member that they're like, this guy isn't cool on the team anymore. When it's like
Yeah.
that is your coworker that you can't send home. You don't have
Yeah,
to keep
you
talking.
can
to them.
just report them for being a fucking dick. Like, this is not...
Mm-hmm. I agree, God spoke up. He still didn't think Gazelle was cool. She was too hyped up. I sighed, stand up, and gonna walk away. I
She
stopped
was
before leaving
too
the room and
hyped
turned to
up.
them. You are not worthy for me to speak to you, I state before leaving the room. The room was left silent.
What?
You are not worthy for me to speak to you.
You are not worthy for me to speak to you.
The room was left silent. Her
Get
voice was
over
so soft and
yourself.
kind, it sounded almost angelic. It pissed Ghost off. She spoke mad shit, and here she can't even back it up. He has to admit her skills are good, but she's poor at cooperation and communication. He doesn't care for Charlie much. Another soap, but with fewer skills. She has a lot of attitude, Gaz states in an annoyed
I
tone.
think
Hey,
someone
lay off,
found the
mate. She's a good
thesaurus.
kid.
She's a good kid. Yeah.
She's a good soldier,
Emphasis
not a
on
nice
kid.
person. Charlie corrected Soap with a knowing smile. Really? She's cruel and a brat. That's just who she is. She's like an Asian parent. Argues with you and then comes around later asking if you're hungry.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one,
Hits you
too.
with the-
Mm-hmm.
That's oddly specific. Yep, she does it all the time, but I wouldn't trust my entire existence in her hands. Why? Because she would actually die for her comrades. If she vanishes and take an entire mob with her, she's prepared to die doing it. Silence fell between Soap and Ghost. She ran off that night. They thought she had lost courage. Turns out she was just prepared for death. Oh, from earlier. Okay.
Why would you be confused by all of this, Aries? This is so fucking easy to understand. We definitely know what's going on.
How do
Yeah, I'm definitely following.
How do you
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with her
we're so
personality?
following this.
How do you deal with her personality? Guys spoke up. You don't take anything she says seriously. She can't really tell if anyone is joking or being disrespectful to her, so she takes everything as disrespect. She doesn't care if you're
Ah!
Oh shit!
I'm so sorry that you're
Oh,
all alone
no!
on this, but hello.
Oh,
welcome, waiters.
no!
Hello, Patty. How are you guys doing? We're reading the worst fan fiction Aries has ever found. It's bad.
It's real bad.
It's real
this
bad.
This is your warning that it
Mhm.
does get bad, and I will not be like sad if you mute the stream and just are here to look at the art while we're talking. You mean best? I don't.
No.
But welcome to this.
I'm just reposting your thing.
Yep. Welcome to this. It's been bad the whole time. Will only get worse. Yeah. It
Yeah.
started out bad. Are you reading the fanfic right now? Yeah, we are. We are reading the fanfic
We're
right
reading
now.
fanfic.
There's-
Daddy
that's
knows
why we
about
have-
the
that's why
fanfic?
I pinned the warning. I have it.
Yeah, I just
on the
resent
Oh
it.
yeah, I brought it up that you'd found it. I was like, oh, we're gonna fucking read it this week. I'm dying. I missed you too, Yato.
Yano, have you played the Call of Duty game?
Oh yeah, if any of you have played Call of Duty in this that have just joined in, I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry. Okay.
You're here. We are
You're here
suffering
now.
together. You
Mhm.
don't get an apology
Mhm.
anymore. We're done.
Okay.
Let's
This is your
go.
only chance to be warned. We are gonna keep reading though.
So she's a
Thank you
brat?
for the raid, Fatty. I love you.
So she's
Oh,
a
God.
brat? She's just
What a
used to people
fucking-
already judging her for being 1, a woman, 2, on the spectrum, and 3, just being different. She's not used to people accepting her as her. Don't you? No, I judge her all the time. Not for those reasons, but for the shit she does and say. I judge, and I think that helps our relationship, because if I just accepted it all, she'd be very unsettled by it. So she's
Charlie
used
fucking hit us with the I don't judge her for like the shit she can't control. I judge her for her actions, which are awful. Like just like right away.
I
Like,
judge
yeah,
her for her actions. She's a
her
horrific and shitty person.
She sucks. Yeah.
No,
My brain is actively deteriorating.
so
Yours is. This is my second read through of this.
she's used to
Aries and I
being
are on
bullied.
chapter 17 off stream. Like
This is chapter 7. She's used to being bullied, Soap states, trying to grasp the situation. She's used to fighting people physically and verbally. Oh, so she's overreacting? Yeah, I told her she's got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. She took that to heart. What is she,
She's
5? Gaz
overreacting?
asked.
Yeah.
She's being a full-on brat. That's not in quotations, that's just author note. She doesn't speak, so she doesn't start repeating herself. That's the echolalia, right? So Bass and Charlie nods and sighs. I can make fun of her for her echolalia, but anyone else does it, it doesn't end well. I know what can be laughed at and what can't. You guys don't know that. It's very frustrating for her to be stuck repeating herself, and she knows others get irrationally angry at her for not being able to control herself. You're in the military!
you are in the military and you are being a dick to people. They're not upset at you for being autistic. They're upset at you because you fucking suck.
I know what can be laughed at and what can't. You guys don't know that. It's very frustrating for her to be stuck repeating herself, and she knows others get irrationally angry at her for not being able to control it. I get that part. Gas States probably won't. He probably wouldn't want to speak if you repeated everything. She can also repeat things you say in your accent and tonality. It's kind of creepy, especially when she starts sounding like your mom. Charlie sighs, remembering that one argument that gave him a Vietnamese flashback to his angry Mexican mother. She can repeat us, and chapter end. God!
Link, on that note, it's not because you're autistic, it's because you're the fucking worst. There's a musical called like Lizard Boy, and the main character of it is just this guy who has scales, and he's made fun of the entire time. And it's not because he has scales, it's because he's the most defensive person ever.
He just fucking sucks.
He's just
Yeah.
awful.
She could repeat us. Chapter ends. Yeah. Every
Yeah.
time the chapter ends or starts, there's no fucking like
There's-
continuity. It
there's
doesn't make any
no,
fucking
like,
sense.
It doesn't feel like a chapter, and it just feels like you're like, okay, I finished writing what
They're
I
like-
think
yeah,
I want
they're
to
like,
do.
I'm done for now.
Gazelle looks at Gaz looks at Gazelle. They're tasked with sniper duty.
Giselle.
Sniper's capitalized. He
Sniper.
worried that she would get
Sniper
them
duty.
caught. But all praise of Alejandro and Soap helped calm his heart. He directs her to the right side as he gets to the left. He watches as she drops people one by one from her perch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for those of you who just joined,
Mhm.
this is an ex-reader, so this is us. All of us are collectively this person now.
Yep.
Mhm.
And our special sniper skill is screaming at the enemy so they run towards us and then we shoot them.
And only in the
Mhm.
woods.
And only in the woods.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Mhm.
Otherwise it doesn't work. That is our special sniper skill.
Gaz let out a sigh, feeling his stress lessen, and go back to his duty. He won't have to watch after her. Price was with Soap and Ghost, while Alejandro took Charlie. Gaz didn't mind Charlie. He seemed like a good lad, but Gazelle was a full-on nightmare. Gaz, he looks over shocked she spoke up. There's an armored car coming in, I point out to him. We're switching perspectives already.
Fucking that was
I'm
fast.
going to disorient
Jesus.
them. We're not splitting up, Gaz states, looking at the armored truck. I got a plan and might, fuck, I whispered in annoyance. Does it really have to act up now? That's in quotations. Still.
Did she
You
say
okay?
it?
I wave my hands, trying to dismiss my own comfort. Fine. You don't seem fine. Ignore it. I instruct him, getting slightly annoyed, and began to crawl away back on the mission. Gaz frowns but continues with the mission. If she's ignoring, then it isn't something he should dwell on for far too long. Don't let it interfere with the mission. Mission's capitalized. I nod and we continue to crawl closer to the armored. You want to distract them? I look over
To
and
the
nod.
armored.
To the armored, it just stops there.
To the armored.
Collectively
Good job.
NYN. Yes.
Collectively NYN. Did someone say that in your chat?
Yeah.
I love that. I agree.
I crawl away and began to let out a low whistle, a whistle count on 7.
Whistle count.
It slowly grew in loudness. I pull a few feet away. I pull a few away from the rest, and they slowly walk towards me. Gaz watches with slight awe. Alejandro was right. She is unique. She was able to split the group up. She let out a scream that pulled out even more people towards her.
She's so unique. Ah! Fucking.
Things
I
move
just.
fast.
I can't with this character, man.
What? We don't know, Adrian. We don't know.
God, I wish I knew, but we literally have no fucking clue. This is just how it is.
Things move fast. It turned into a slight firefight. They shot at me, missing me with a full bullets. Did nearly hit. But a few bullets did nearly hit. I should have gone into a tree or behind more cover. I look up and see Gaz taking shots. I reached down to pull out my grenade and throw it a few feet in front of me and take off running. The armored guards catch a
My
glimpse of me and
favorite
run after
sniper weapon.
the grenade. The armed guards catch a glimpse of me, run after bullets rushing past me. The rush of adrenaline through my veins pull a wide smile on my lips. I never miss the feeling of being alive. The grenade goes off and I scale a tree quickly.
Killer, no one's that fast yet. Because snipers definitely carry grenades. Because snipers are close enough to the thing that they can be heard and shit. Like
This is why we have Snuggles, Maddie's sniper character, to show you what being a sniper actually is supposed to be.
Aries maybe a fucking Call of Duty OC. Like turned me into what? Just entire the same way that I was like, fuck it, Sonic OC. You were like, fuck it, Call of Duty. Named Snuggles, yeah.
Did she just have a grenade in her clutch? Baby at this point.
Honestly, could be. Fuck.
Shit it out like an egg. The grenade goes off and I scale a tree quickly, gun at my side. I pull out my pistol and gaze down. Not your... Okay. Our men slowly wade through the trees. I took shots at those a few feet away from me. Their heads was on a swivel. I'll climb a little higher in the tree. I'll let them wander around the trees in silence with only their nerves haunting them. I stare down at them, not moving nor drawing attention to me. I let out a low whistle. Another whistle.
Whistle for the whistle count.
Whistle for the whistle count. Whistle out and all of them grow agitated. I know I could never beat them in a fistfight or a gunfight, though I can bring them down. You can make them feel small. Soon your whistling stops and you begin to drop smoke bombs around them while they aren't watching. Why do we have those?
Why do we have bombs? Why are we here? Just to suffer.
The forest lights up with gunfire as they set into a panic. It was so easy to unsettle people. It was too easy, almost boring. In a group setting, fear can spread quickly and it becomes all-consuming. Rationality leaves the situation. I drop grenades around them and move to another tree. The blast was strong. Young trees began to fall. The blast was strong. Young trees began to fall. That's my favorite line.
I just... So let me get this right, yeah? Yeah, what's up? What's wrong?
Gazelle, where are you? The astronaut. It was Gaz. Inside the smoke, I tell back and look.
FPS sniper, multiple grenades, smoke grenades, and climbing up trees. I want to be put down!
We're here to lift you up, Link. Just think, anything you make in your lifetime will be better than this. This is the bottom. This
Nothing
is the
you
bottom.
say or do can be worse.
This is the floor.
This is it.
Inside the smoke, I tell back and look down from the tall tree I found. It was high and gave a good view of the scene below me.
Is she God? God, I fucking hope not.
This is what your god looks like.
This is what your God looks like.
Miku binder and all.
Oh my god! Is this a psychological torture?
This is the psychological warfare.
Yeah. Inside the smoke, I tell back. Are you hurt? Charlie asks. Not yet. Don't say that. I shut off the comms
Not
and let out
yet.
a loud scream. I draw in more fire. I've always found it easy to scar people. The moment you're different, they know. I let out a string of whistles. Whistle counter.
Whistle count.
Nothing
My
scary, just an
personal
aimless
circle.
little
Yeah.
whistle. It was lifeless and bold. It weaves across the forest. I stop and slowly climb onto another tree on the opposite side of the forest. I look outside the
Remember,
forest. There were a few
we're
bodies
raiding
littering the
repose.
ground.
Where's the sniper trying? Fire on purpose. God, I wish I fucking knew, Echo.
And smoke grenades don't weigh a lot. They're filled with smoke. Come on.
Roger Forrest. Got a few lost souls. Got a few lost souls. I don't know. My accident.
My
No,
accident.
that is my accident.
My accent.
No,
Oh my god,
is
it
that?
actually?
No, that is
That is accident.
Okay.
that's
Say
accident.
accident.
My
I-
accident
accent.
slipped.
into
My
a
accident
New
slip.
Orleans accent. From the other side, I hear Charlie laughing. I got friends on the other side, he jokes. I roll my eyes. How does he always know what I reference? The man spends way too much time on TikTok. Hell, the internet.
He spends too much time on TikTok. Have
You're
you
the one
looked at
making the
yourself?
reference! Hell, what the hell's going on here? Price snaps over comms. Patience, Cap. Madness is being played out, Charlie spoke up. Let her work, Alejandro steps in. We'll pick you up when you're done. Good hunting. I smirk, turn off my comms, and look back into forest. I turn nightmarish. I waited.
I turn nightmarish. I become nightmarish. Fucking what?
I become nightmare.
I
I
become
become
nightmare.
nightmare.
I become your worst nightmare.
Detroit
I
become
waited at the
nightmare.
tree line, high and far from sight, and let them live in this eerie silence of a quiet forest. Forest, close quarters, and build buildings with the interior interface system are my specialty. So easy to tilt someone out of their consideration. So easy to trip one focus on anything but you. I'm not the
Oh,
best
I could've
sniper.
told you that
I
this
never
person
will
wasn't
be.
a Tumblrina and that they were a TikTokist. Absolutely, they are.
I'm not the
They're-
best sniper.
They're engaging with Tumblr is the fucking TikTok posts of Tumblr. Like that's what this is. It's.
Mm-hmm. I'm the best sniper. I never will be. But for what I do, I'm the best. I don't need fame or notoriety to be good. I will take this madness to hell with me, and when I die, I will always lose to those with more experience and more patience than I will ever have. But for this time, I am the best. Not a single shot if you are already dead. Friendly fire is an amazing thing.
What? Wait, friendly fire is she's just like, I fucking love shooting my own people. What?
No, she didn't
Hey,
take a shot
you-
yet, so...
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that we're raiding repose. Pick your favorite fucking quotes that has happened today and
Mhm.
prepare it for the raid message. That's what the raid message is today. I'm going to shoot myself.
Go.
I'm not the best sniper, I never will be, blah 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 blah. I drop a few grenades here and there as I travel across the treetops, letting the few delays scare these men.
Tossing grenades left and right.
A personal hell I've created. This is a sentence that's not capitalized. Once I was directly atop of them, I dropped a smoke bomb. I could do a grenade, but they might try to run. I'd rather scatter their mind. I quickly moved to another tree, knowing the one I'm standing in will be lit. I let out a laugh, piercing that
A list.
piercing that the tree carried around for me. Vocal control was something I invested in. I let my voice bounce around, letting it fade in and out. I want to distort them. This sounds like a car.
I wanted to distort them.
How do you as a person invest in a skill?
I love investing in skills. How many does she have? I don't fucking know.
Enough.
I think I'm in hell. This isn't your own personal nightmare, Link. This is our nightmare.
This is our nightmare. We share this
Like,
here.
this is my hell. You don't understand.
I looked down at my watch. It's been about 2 hours. Time flies when you're being a full-on menace. I sat in the tree and gazed down. I lay down across a big branch and pull out my silence pistol. I aim at the furthest person and took a shot. It grazed him. It wasn't intended to kill, but to sow distrust. What?
But
That's also a war crime.
that is.
Okay, there we go.
Just
Sorry, I had to
fucking-
sneeze.
That's so valid of you.
I look down at the notice the infighting. In a time of high stress, you aren't prepared for a madman. Your stresses turn you irrational. Excuse me. No matter
you.
the training, I can always get into your head. I gaze down the person directly under me. An itch comes across me. Take him out. Excuse me. Holy
Bless
shit.
you again. You need a second?
3. I can't. No. Okay. I was waiting to see if I felt another one.
I'm gonna lay down on the road. That's how this pic makes me feel. We got Will in here while he was walking to work, and at one point he was just like, "Man, I wonder how fast the cars are going, and if I could just throw myself in front of one." Like,
I lowered my hand down and silently took the shot before rushing to another tree. If they discover I'm this close, I could die. My heart races with adrenaline. I'm not an adrenaline junkie, but I can't lie. This feeling this much is intoxicating. We're coming into the forest. 5 people. Copy. I look over to see them walking in, guns up. They were scanning the forest. The surviving caught a glimpse of them and entered a firefight. I look over to see Charlie searching the treetops for me. Our eyes lock. I pull out my pistol and he nods. I slowly descend down the tree and Charlie gets up. The 2 fools move first, and I shot them in the back of the head. They fall to the shock of the 3. Soap, Ghost, and Gaz took an opportunity to kill them. What the hell is going on here, kid? Price asked, looking around the 25 scattered dead bodies. Captain, I state slowly, trying to push the urge to mimic his...
Fighting? Like, what's the goal here? Fucking, I don't know.
No, we actually don't.
We not in this one.
Not in this fight.
Not.
I think it's a cartel leader again. Probably.
Yeah, I think it's another cartel leader.
So many cartels.
There's so many cartels.
Specified. This one hasn't been specified, this fight specifically.
I pushed the urge to mimic his accent to mock him. A nightmare, Charlie and Alejandro slightly chuckle. Why'd you turn off your comms? To save our ears, Charlie adds with a chuckle. Everybody fucking chuckles in this fic.
Ha ha! Just like, fucking hit him with the ha-ha to save our ears. Ha-ha! Like, you're not filling space on a fucking
laugh
character.
track.
Yeah.
We saw the truck coming. The fact you drew half the men into your domain is impressive. Domain. Alejandro spoke up and smiled. I must admit, you're good, Gazelle. Gaz smiles, look me up and down. I give him a curt nod. You got what we came from? You got what we came from. I asked Charlie, hands over some water. Yep, let's head back. I never heard you talk this much. I had a reason. You're a strange one, Soap spoke up. Damn. We all cheered to see Charlie. I owe a few people on base money. I arched my brow. Why? I bet to see how long it'll take for people to her strength.
Oh yeah. This it's said before, but it bears repeating. This author knows nothing about guns or even the COD franchise the story is a pick up. Correct. They don't know Spanish either. There's a character that they have been having speak in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I bet to see how long it'll take for people to her strength.
Oh my god. Why does it say that? Why?
He thought it'd take a while. Yep, I also owe some money. You do? So as a shuck, she was like, I ain't gonna get respect. Then Alejandro came around and we hyped her up. I could shit into a bucket and you hyped me up. And that's the end of chapter 8. Generational gap is the name of chapter 9.
Oh, this fucking thing makes me want to die.
I wish, Pain, you could what?
No, you have to stay here.
Please?
Come on. It's fine. You're on stream. You're already dead. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can tell what's more shocking. Her saying that with a straight face or you not immediately denying it. Soap said, turning to Charlie. It's been a week and Gaz and Soap could not let the subject die. She had tilted them for an entire week because of the stupid sentence. Because he actually claps if I did, I state. That's not true. I turned him with a single really look. Charlie, you clapped for me the moment I decided to create an OnlyFans for my ankles. Oh yeah, this fucking shit.
I forgot about this whole fucking thing.
You have an OnlyFans? Soap looked over shocked. I'll be damned, Gaz muttered in shock. Alejandro Ghost watched out with slight smirks. What is this madness? Why do you have an OnlyFans? Alejandro asked. To win a bet, I tell him to smirk.
None of your fucking business.
And I'm winning. It was a joke! Charlie snaps. Shut up, you're subscribed. Yeah, for slutty Victorian ankle pics. Soap, Gaz, and Alejandro walk on with an amused smile. They have no idea what's going on, but it's funny. Some I felt people have feet fetishes. You don't even show your feet. You're literally just showing ankles. Just ankles? Okay, I can't tell who's talking. No,
Don't
because
worry.
No one.
It
They
doesn't
won't
matter.
tell you.
it won't tell you until it says soap asks with a smirk. That's it. Yeah. How many followers? A few thousand. Charlie sighs. It was one stupid comment, now it's a full-on cult for her ankles. Okay. You're gonna need to start from the very beginning, Gaz says. The others nodded, confused by the silly argument. As a joke, I often say she has slutty ankles. As a joke, Charlie pinches his bridge of his nose. Charlie's the only character I like in this fanfic.
I don't like Charlie.
I don't like him either. But
No,
it's
I
fine.
mean that. I mean that by like this is the only one I like out of this fanfic. Like
yeah,
he's the
I
only
will say
one
he's
with stuff.
tolerable,
Yeah.
but he still sucks.
Yeah. I joked she should make an OnlyFans, and she was like, bet, and made one. We both didn't think it would go anywhere, but the entire fucking base decided to follow her. The entire room falls silent, a small smug smile crosses my face. Oh, you should make an OnlyFans, Charlie's head snaps to me, alarmed. Of what? Your slutty waist. I don't have a slutty waist. You're
forgot
Doritos
about
shaped.
this.
You have a slutty waist. Girls would pay a lot of money to see that. Alejandro sniffles his laughter, looking for soap, shaking his head. I think your Dorito shape, you have a slutty waist, is gonna be what I'm gonna fucking post.
Your Dorito
in-
shape.
You do that, I'll do you whimper?
Absolutely.
Or I like my women on their knees and whimpering. There you go.
I'm putting this in the chat thing so I can have it later.
Okay.
I want to do the oh fuck, what's the
I look over to see Soap shaking his head. What are you talking
whimper
about?
is mine. More than one of you can do you whimper.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna
Call the
put,
girls. They'll tell you. I fold my arms. Charlie pulls out his phone. Alyssa, do women like slutty waists? Yes, Alyssa hungs up. Hey, call Jayla. I told him. Nearly all the
Who
women
the
he
fuck
called.
are these people?
I have no fucking clue. Call the
Which
girls.
of your OCs react the best and worst to Dorito shaped waist?
Jude would love it. Lorelai would be so fucking confused.
I'm gonna hit Tallow with the Dorito slutty little waist.
She would not know what you're talking about.
No, she's gonna be so confused.
She's what?
Yeah, what?
Sure.
What's a
all right.
Dorito?
Well,
Tempest is like, is that a
Okay.
food?
all the D&D characters are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't get
What the
one
fuck's
of
a Dorito?
them. What do you mean slutty little waist?
Is it a height thing? It's equivalent of men like thighs. Are these normal conversations you two have? Yes, Charlie sighs. Wait, do they have a slutty waist? Charlie points to them. If the waist is small, yes, I don't make the rules. Who does? Gaz asks. The brave souls who are too comfortable online, Charlie hums.
You are one of those brave souls, author. Congrats.
I made one single suggested TikTok, and next thing I knew I was asked for whimpering autos. All the guys looked at me shocked. People are bold. This generation is bold. This is just a conversation about Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is like one of those like old Gen Z people. I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean by this? I guess they like to hear us moan as much as we like hearing them. Charlie turns to me. How are you looking at me? You're a woman. And the room grows silent. I would ask you if you weren't bisexual. Yeah, I guess for me it's a dominance thing. In the background, both Soap and Gazmo mouths filled open. Is this a normal conversation for them? Is this a normal conversation? Yes, we both say to their shock. When you have a female friend who you are extremely
Wasn't
close
that question
to...
already asked?
Yes.
Yes.
A few chapters ago. Or not a few chapters ago, just a
No,
little bit
a
ago.
few
It was
sentences
like,
ago.
Just like literally.
They're
not that long
reusing the
ago.
joke. Again.
I'm in
three
a group chat with
sentences
4
later.
different women, and when they talk about sex, nothing is left to imagination. I snicker. It's true. If you get into a girl's friend group, it is explicit. The worst part is you think girls who read books are innocent. They're not. They have the dirtiest mind. I started to
Author.
laugh and nod along. Really? He's scarred for life. I tricked him into reading Haunted Adeline. Please let that die, Gazelle. He had the same reaction I had to A Little Life when he was reading Haunted Gazelle. Pure despair. Was it that bad? Soap asked, and Charlie looks over, eyes lost 1,000 miles away. Bro, the main girl was being drowned as she was getting railed. The room grew deadly quiet.
What's
Why do
happening?
toxic romance books do so well? Charlie asked, turning to me. I don't know. I don't read romance. Why were you reading Haunted Adelaide so fast for me? I dare for one of the girls. I hate reading it. I wanted to strangle a motherfucker. You two are fascinating, Alejandro speaks up with a smile.
No, they're not.
They are.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's
Let's
too
do
damn
it.
bad!
We got at least another half hour of this before anyone gets to leave.
You two are like soulmates. Oh yeah, I hum. We are platonic soulmates, I tell them. Platonic? Not because we're romantic sexual. They are full adults. They know what the fuck. Charlie spoke up.
Adults do know what friends are. It's
Yeah.
wild.
It's so wild. So what I learned, Gus says with a small smile, Charlie will cheer you on doing anything, Gazelle will do any bet, and women are weird. I don't support her in everything, Charlie folds his arms, turns to
And
me.
women are weird.
I saw an expression, I wrote a look away. We're not going to talk about that. They're going to need to know. That's for later. Alright, but we are going to talk about this before I leave, if you like it or not. So what do we need to know? So asked Curtis, eating away. There's also 2 spaces in between that sentence and this one, so there's like extra space in between this for some reason. It's not my place to say, but it's important. If it's important, kid, you should tell us, Alejandro says seriously. I know, Charlie turns to him seriously. But we can't force a topic too soon or she'll shut down. The other's not. That makes sense.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
Well, look, they lost
curiously,
in the
and then it's
forest.
important, and then it's seriously.
Lost in the forest.
In
There's
fact,
no one around,
it's
your
and
phone
the
is
fact
dead.
that she decided to speak is astonishing, Gats mutters. To her, she wasn't speaking to you. She's speaking to me, and you happened over here, Charlie explains. It took her a few months to talk to me, Alejandro tells the other. She's a funny kid. I can tell, Soap smiles. Her comments still ring loudly in his mind. Charlie, what do you mean Charlie, what did you mean by beekeeping age? What the fuck did that get brought up? Okay. Charlie froze and turned to Alejandro with a freaked out expression. He looked around to find everyone looking at him, waiting expressionlessly. Alejandro, don't do this to me, Charlie begs. Now we have to know. Charlie's blah 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 blah. Soap chuckles, looking at the younger male for an answer. They keep
The
saying
younger
kid.
male.
How old is YN? That's a great question. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
A verse to an older man who looks like they would keep bees, Charlie says slowly explained to the group, holding out the true meaning of the phrase. Do I look like I would keep bees? Alejandro asked, a little shocked. The rest of the group looked at him, thinking about the answer. No, it's also another term for DILF. Charlie sighs, the room grows quiet. I'm not that old. Being daddy is a state of mind. Anyone can have a man.
Being daddy is a state of mind. You heard her. If you
anyone can have a
you
man can have daddy energy. I state walking in the back of the room. That's not how being DILF works. Yeah, but don't make the rules. I follow them. She does it. You could be 20. You could be called daddy. Charlie backs me up. So what's wrong with your generation? Gaz asks, confused as hell. So much. We're mentally ill, and it's kind of funny. It's not funny. Charlie states. He turns to me, and I slowly tilt my head, folded my arms. Okay, it is funny. Should we be concerned? Oh yeah. As our generation comes up, be wary for our joking manners. He means our jokes are wanting to die or get killed. Why? So looks around, asks see the others, just confused as himself. It's funny and relatable. How's wanting to die funny and relatable? Go speak up.
It's funny and relatable. How are these people so childish and kill people for a living? I don't.
Because the
Well,
world is
have
going
you ever met a new army recruit? Like, have you met an 18-year-old who was just put into the army, is a bit too excited about it? There's a few of them.
Because the world's going to shit, life is hard, and we have been through one too many one-in-a-lifetime events. Let's make our dark humor in peace, Charlie sighs. We constantly joke about these things, but around anyone older, it becomes problematic to explain.
Notorious for that kind of humor.
Okay, so if a lot of your generation thinks like you, why have you all died? Spite. Why have you all died? Spite. Outlive our enemies. You have enemies? Bitch, I have bitches I hate.
Why haven't you all died?
It's supposed to be why haven't it? It's why have you all died?
Why have you all died? And then I killed all of them myself. I'll have you know.
She got ops. Ops? It means rival, Charlie quickly said. Charlie and I walk off, still talking about things back at base. Some drama with our with the Barracks bunnies and new recruit problems. Barracks buddies and new recruits. The rest of the task force watches the two leave. They were strange but seemed pretty laid back. Where the rest of the generation as chaotic as them? All the slang uses make me feel old, so spoke in the silence of two left. No kidding.
12-year-old author needs to stop.
No kidding, I feel like an old man hearing them talk, Gaz mumbles. They taped it down for us, all 100 rows. Still can't believe Gazelle called you a dill. She's bold. Chapter 10!
That's it.
Baracco Bunny. Thank you,
Baracco
Anna.
Bunny.
I'm so sorry. We've been all over Mexico, being led around like an obedient dog, Charlie grumbles to me. I nod and look out the window. Hi mas esto, Charlie grumbles some. We're running around like headless chickens. Let's hope this is last one. I think we interacted with every major cartel out here. Charlie sighs. Turning the steering wheel. We're in several cares in different teams. Relax, you two. Alejandro chuckles. We're making great progress, Rudy
Wait, did it say cares when it meant to say cars?
Yeah, it said cares. It
I
said
wanna
cares.
die.
Well, Maddie, obviously it's car S.
Correct. Ah, yes. Anti-homie
Fuck.
should pay for mentally suffering. This is the last one. Relax, you two, Alejandro chuckles. We're making great progress. It's Ruddy, right? I think it's Rudy or Ruddy. Rudy. I want to say Rudy.
We're gonna say Rudy.
The two were sitting in the back of the car. We're in three groups. Price and Gaz, Soap and Ghost, and Team Mexican plus Gazelle. I hate
Team
that line.
Mexican.
I hate that line so fucking much. Alejandro picked up my method again to the annoyance of everyone else. We'll probably get there first. Oh, picked my method. Our mission is to find the documents. Price and Gas are on sniping duty for some fucking reason. And Soap and Ghost will find the boss for interrogation.
Why
In all,
is the
we're
sniper not on sniping
I
duty?
We're all evenly spread out. Rudy and Alejandro are just here
You
in case
realize she's
firefight
really
breaks out.
bad at it.
We're sneaking
Yeah,
in.
they were like, we don't want her fucking screaming a bunch. There's no forest for her to run in, scream a bunch, and kill people as they run at her. Like,
Oh, she's going inside the building to do this. All right, we're
why?
here. Charlie parks the car a few miles away from the true location.
She sucks at close combat. She self-admittedly sucks at close combat.
Sniper, no sniping.
Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no screaming.
We're all out. We all get out. My mask on and begin to make our way to the fortress of the cartel. It was half hidden by the jungle and terrain. There is actually a jungle. Another fucking hike. Why do I do this myself? Price of gas, soap, and ghost. Yeah, it says that. Price of gas, soap, and ghost. Should already be there dropping bodies and be a diversion. Documents are important. They show the tangible link between Makarov and the cartel. Maybe Makarov's following movements.
Documents are important.
Gazelle, are you going to stay back? Rudy asks. Depend on how many men are in the building, I tell him. It really depends if I'm going to be sniping or joining the hunt. I look up through my scope and look down at the base as we steadily march up the small hill around. It looks abandoned. It does? I hand him over the scope and Alejandro looks. It did look abandoned. Was our information wrong, Charlie asks? I see movement, Alejandro mutters before handing the scope back to me. Alright, let's keep going. Get down! We all drop to the ground as we hear voices. After we hear canned voices in Spanish.
Don't worry. Scream, get down, and they won't see you.
They were mumbling about drug manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing. I know the word was correct. I just was fucking up.
The word is spelled correctly that time. That's just.
And distribution.
Sometimes reading is hard.
Distribution. But I can decipher from the muttering. I look over to see the angry face of Alejandro staring in the direction of the sound. The drug trade affects everyone in Mexico and outside of Mexico. We slow. Oh shit!
Drugs are bad.
Hey kids, just in case you forgot,
Drugs are bad.
Don't
Bad.
do drugs.
Don't do
No
drugs.
drugs.
Especially none
Don't-
from a cartel.
Never ever do a drug.
Mm-mm.
Not
All
allowed.
right, we've got a sip in
Your
chat.
mom says no.
Everybody take a sip.
Okay.
Everybody take a sip.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Don. How are you doing on this
Have
fine
you
day?
played Call of Duty?
I can't believe we're getting an emote out of this stream, and it's just gonna be entirely if you were there. It has to be a if you know you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don
gonna be mine. Is
has-
I paint while I sweet.
Yes, do you play Call of Duty? I need to know for this.
I need to know how much you're gonna fucking struggle with the next little bit here.
We need to know how much pain we're inflicting. Okay, well, we're gonna inflict minor amounts of pain. Okay,
I'm so sorry.
the drug trade affects everyone in Mexico and outside of Mexico. We slowly crawl up the hill and notice a small group of men in a makeshift kitchen. Oh, it's this one! They were cooking up meth or cocaine. Either way, it doesn't matter. It was drugs. I look over
With
to see...
meth or cocaine. They were
Meth,
cooking with it.
cocaine.
They weren't
Same
making
thing,
the
really.
drugs. They were cooking with it. They were like, "You've heard of weed brownies? Get ready for meth brownies. They're gonna blow your goddamn mind."
They're cooking up meth or cocaine. I look over to see the other three gazing intensely at the scene before us, their eyes held in a sense of disgust and excitement. They can bring this operation down. On the count of three, Alejandro begins. 1, 2, 3! We all pop up, guns pointed at the small cluster of men. They froze and fumbled with their guns.
I love waiting for a countdown.
Truly.
They tried to shoot us, and we opened fire for them. They crumbled down, dead. Charlie steps forward and nudges the bodies with a foot. The kitchen was cooking. Alejandro kicks over the stuff.
The kitchen was cooking. Get ready for cocaine carbonara. Coconarbra.
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 Excuse me.
With some Arthur shit. It really is.
The kitchen was cooking. Alejandro kicks over the stuff, letting it spill into the forest floor. Reddy kicks out the fire. This was personal for the three.
I forgot that the kitchen was also out in the open in the forest floor, inside the jungle, inside the mountain.
Over the mountain, inside the jungle. Because they had to climb over it. A low hush whisper takes control of my attention. A loud sharp whistle. 10 whistle on the counter.
Whistle count.
Whistle count. Whistle regaining their attention. I think they had company, I softly say. They all got quiet and intensely listened for any hint of living life. In the far distance, they could hear mumbling. Company. They instantly crouched down. Way to go, Nina, Rudy whispers, and we all hide behind trees waiting to see if anyone's approaching. I look back to the manor. I can see without the scope figures move across the windows. It feels like a trap. Don't get distracted, monkey, Charlie mumbles, his eyes still glued to the approaching sound. It's a trap, I whisper, yell. Charlie looks back and notices just how livelessness that is the manor behind us. You think so? Rudy turns to me. I nod. Let's move. Alejandro slowly gets up, a little hunched over, begins to rush off. I trail as Rudy holds the rear. It feels like we're getting hunted, like they knew. We're being hunted, I stated in a sing-song way. Hunted, hunted, hunted. Charlie nudges me to help me curb the habit.
Fucking...
This is not smoking!
Curb the autism habit.
Mm-hmm.
I just do it. I smoke a cigarette every once in a while just to curb the autism. Like, I hate everything about this fucking thing.
You want me to handle this? I turned to Alejandro. You sure? Alejandro was spelled with an H. Alejandro spelled with an H.
God damn it.
After being spelled correctly on either other side
For
of it.
so long.
Yeah, I can give you some time to really say. Alejandro looks over at Charlie. Are you staying? Yes. All right, you two don't die. We nod and watch the two continue with the journey. Looking over to Charlie, who had a small smile across his face. Revenge time. Charlie moves side eyes me. The cartel, whatever the name was one of our targets. El Mambo Negara.
Number 5.
Mambo number 5.
I need a I don't want to keep on. I want to know. I'm pretty sure I know what this means, but I need to translate it. The Black Mamba.
The Black Mamba.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew immediately. A semi-high
El Mambo number 5.
A semi-high rankings Cesario. He was one that was hunted in our last unit. A simple hit, man. It doesn't matter how powerful or how much they play a role in the massacre. We hunted them. Before we joined Task Force 1 for 1, we were in cartel hunting. We helped the local police and the Mexican military to restrict drug movement into the United States. It was this task that got them into entanglement with Special Forces unit. It was supposed to be easy. How did everything go so wrong? I got into a tree to see if I could see.
I climb into the tree.
I got into a
I
tree to
climbed
see
into
if
the
I
tree.
could see them, if I could see a group approaching. Holy shit! I did. I silently scaled down and turned to Charlie. They're over there, I point slightly to the right. I say left, you move right, where shoot them from 2 different directions. Switch channels. Copy. I hustle over, keep myself low to the ground. I switched to an unused channel. Cockroach 1, this is Flacca, opposite in sight. I quietly say in the radio. Flacca, this is Cockroach 1, see the tactical drips. Charlie quietly utters back.
See the what?
Tactical drips.
Tactical drips. What does that mean?
Cockroach 1, this is Flacca. This seems sus. They're walking up here, guns lowered.
This seems sus.
Flacca, throw it back slowly. I began to inch my way up the hill, positioning myself into a giant room. Cockroach 1, this is
Throw it-
looking a little sus. Her cause buzzed, but nothing came through.
Throw
Run.
it back slowly.
I did not remember reading this part.
I think we were both very tired at this one because I don't remember any of this fucking bit.
Run now! I quickly bolt to my feet and see Charlie also standing up, lobbing a grenade at them. We haul ass up the hill and take cover behind trees. Charlie keeps shooting into the mess of debris. I turned back and looked through my scope. I took a shot at a few standing cartel members. A few men fall down. We continue to inch upward and take cover behind trees. We
A few
continue
men fall down.
we continue to fire back, eliminating them slowly. Comer la merida la carbon. Charlie shouts before snickering and looking over at me. I roll my eyes at his antics, an adrenaline junkie. We continue to climb a hill, leaving a wake of dead cartel Ciceros?
There's
Ciscarios?
a hill in the forest, in the jungle, in the mountains, in the mission.
In the moon.
I'm gonna walk the ocean floor and knock it back! No! Like, we need to! Someone play raft with me!
We're gonna start playing raft and Link's gonna walk into the ocean just sink and fly.
Dead.
We can Alejandro? Charlie calls in the comms to switch back to the other channel. Yeah, we got them coming up. Affirmative. We quickly hike up the mountain and found both Rudy and Alejandro waiting for us with wide smiles. I hate being sweaty, I shout. Everyone laughs at my disdain for physical work. Relax, you're not dying. Shut up, Charlie. All 4 of us make our way into the building. It's vacant and lifeless. Weird. We inch our way through the building. Everything seems abandoned, which is too unsettling. We found the right room and Alejandro grabbed the right documents after a few minutes of searching. Alejandro de Ghost, Alejandro says to come. We have the documents. Copy. We got the target. Alright, we're coming through the front door. We slowly cleared our way to the front door.
Front door.
We opened it to find Ghost
We're
and
gonna
Soap
walk
waiting
out
for
the
us.
front door. Into danger. Like,
Charlie waves at them and Soap greets him with a fist bump. I'm
my
trying to...
disdain
I
for
like the
physical
idea
work
of
is
this
something entirely
Charlie...
Correct.
Charlie is waving and just Soap fist bumps the waving hand.
What?
So, I overheard your convo. What the hell were you two talking about? Charlie laughs and turns to me with his eyebrows. Our generational slang. Charlie musings taking the lead. He stepped right into the country yard clearing. The sharp sound of a sniper gun ring loud in my ears. El Hijo de Puta. My head turns and I see Charlie crumple to the ground, blood oozing from his back. Chapter 11, Diego! This is the first time they've done something properly.
Ugh. My disdain for physical work, she says, will be. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Charlie dies? God, I wish.
Chapter 11,
God.
Diego.
That'd be nice.
My eyes widen and the gun slips from my hand. My body trembles as the world slows around me. No, no, no! This can't be happening. My feet move first. I feel myself running towards them. My body's jerked as Alejandro pulls me back. Chica, don't lose your head, Alejandro shouts back.
Chica.
I turn to him, eyes glossy. I can't let him die like that. I put too much time into him. Let go.
I put too much time into him. Fucking, what is he, a goddamn Tamagotchi? Like,
Get a hold of your yourself. Get your gun and look for that sniper, Ruddy jumps in. I look around to see Soap looking for the sniper. I wipe my eyes and grab my rifle. It shook in my hand. I know he's truly dead. I'll only know if he's truly dead after a check. I look through my scope, my eyes a little blurry. I blink tears away from my heart, pounding like a drum of war. I found the sniper in the bushes and took aim and shot at him. I poked my head around the barrier and instantly got shot at. The main entrance is like
I die too. End of fan fiction. Thank God. We all gotta no.
No.
If anyone walked into the clearing, we'd be dead. Charlie! I called out. Silence greeted me back. My heart sank. I want to call his name out again, but I fear my voice will betray me. My hands itch. I feel my breath grow short. I don't want to add another set of numbers to my hand. Soap! My voice came out shaking. Do you see any more? There was a short pause. No. I stand up, rushing the clearing. If he dies, I die. I collapse in front of Charlie. I flip him over, slap him in the face. Motherfucker, you better actually be dead, I threatened through shaky breaths. Puta! Charlie growls out. I broke into a tearful smile. Charlie! I silently cry. You're a fool coming out running out like that, Carbona.
Damn, she didn't get shot then. Yeah, I know, all of us were hoping.
Shut up, I softly state. Wipe those tears, I ain't dead yet. Charlie chuckles and winces from pain, wiping my tears, trying to calm him down. Help me up. He gently took Charlie by the arm and led him against me. He grits his chest and blood starts slowly oozed out. Don't die on me, bitch, I mutter. I ain't dying yet. Charlie! Alejandro runs up and Rudy and Soap quickly at his heels. You alright, mate? Besides bleeding, I'm fine.
You alright, mate? You got fucking shot, you good? Carbonara, yeah.
Yeah. Charlie has hit. We need medevac. I can hear a sigh from Price over the comms. Alright, get back to the clearing. I'm calling for a helicopter. Alejandro carries Charlie most of the way back. He was lucid, but at the times continued to tick. I could tell he was
Jesus
losing.
Christ, what happened? Something happened.
Something happened.
I got a follower from this. I'm gonna apologize.
Goat Cannon's
got
now
it.
following.
Hi, Goat Cannon.
Yeah.
Welcome.
You gotta follow her.
You gotta follow her.
The author.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Hello, Goat Cannon. Welcome to this fucking nightmare.
Alejandro carried Charlie most of the way back. He was lucid, but at the time continued to tick. I could tell he was losing himself to blood loss. I feel my heart seize in fear. Charlie could die from blood loss. I look back to see Ghost
He certainly could.
dragging the target and Rudy holding the documents. It was a roaring success despite Charlie's injury. Flacca might actually die, Charlie mumbles. Don't you dare fucking say that. Don't you fucking dare say that. I snap back and look over to see Soap holding Alejandro and Charlie's gun in his arm. Flacca, being realistic. Fine, but if you die, make hell your bitch so when I join you can show me all the cool shit. I finally spoke up. Roger, roger, he jokes. Shut up, stay awake, fool. Yes, ma'am. It took us a few minutes to get the evacuation site. There we met up with the price of gas. Gas was looking worried, seeing Charlie looking nearly dead. Is he dead? Not yet, Charlie spoke. Jesus Christ.
Throw me into the water.
The helicopter
Throw me directly into the sun.
So the helicopter shortly lands and we all filed in. We laid Charlie on the ground and he let out a deep groan and closed his eyes. I slapped him in the face. His eyes shot open with a glare. Don't even think about it. I'm not going to die. Bitch! I snap, looking over to see Soap walking to us with a first aid kit. I take it and begin to back his wound tightly. Charlie was spit. Hey! His voice fades and his eyes close. No, no, no. My mind's screaming. I feel my body flame of fear. My hands begin to itch with anticipation. He can't die like this. Not when we're this close to safety. Charlie, I shake him. Nothing. Charlie, nothing. Charlie, I scream. Diego! I scream, my voice breaking as I begin CPR. Soap slides next to me and pushes me out of the way, taking up chest brushes. Everyone looks frazzled. I look down at my hands, my eyes widened. I was coated in Charlie's blood. I feel my breath hitch in my throat. My vision begins to shake. No, no, no! I push myself forward and claw my way into a small hole. I stand up and gaze down at Diego's pale face. I feel my heart stutter and squeeze in pain. I can't lose him. God, anybody but him.
Dude, the way that this is like the most well-written part of this fucking fanfiction
Is somebody
now.
dying?
Is somebody dying?
Yeah.
That lands after a few minutes the nearest friendly base. We rush into the med bay. I collapse into the ground, staring at the dirt underneath my hands. Gazelle, you're right. I push back Soap and walk to the med bay. I wait outside the surgical room. I look around and see a few nurses looking at me in shock. Do I really look that messy? Hey, I look up and see Alejandro stepping in the med bay. You should get yourself cleaned up. I can do that later. He's in good hands. If he dies, I want to be here. Alejandro frowns and slowly nods. All right. Hours passed and I sat there staring at the door to the surgical room. It must be outside. The past slowly floods into my mind. Our childhood. From the far corners of my mind, I remember something I've forgotten. Okay, water for this flashback. The lights are bright. They burn my retinas. Behind the lights, hidden figures could be seen moving. I feel my heart race, and I was glad my face was painted. I look into the crowd and see a boy, eyes wide with shimmering hope. His eyes glued to me, unblinking and starstruck. Diego. Gonna ask me out? His brash voice asks. Do you whimper? Join the Marines with me, I asked. Why? I don't want to do it alone. My family...
Fucking, do you want to go out? Do you want to join the military with me?
You want to do the
Why? I don't want to do it
Special
alone.
forces?
My family's here on the streets. Am I not your closest family? Shut up. Creak! End of flashback. I look up and see the doors to the circle room open up. The doctors walk out with a sigh and turn to each other. Do you whimper?
Do you whimper?
Do you whimper?
Hit him with
I
the fucking
fucking
do you
can't.
whimper a second time.
Doctors walked out with a sigh and turned to each other. A slightly grim but hopeful air about them. I pulled up and walked him. Is he okay? He's stable. He's in the intensive care unit, room 3. I nod and speed walk to the room. I pulled out a chair and sit in his room. The lights are still on, so I turned them off. It's too bright. I sat back in the chair and my body slowly morphed into the seat, hunching and bending. I looked at the ceiling and let out a loud audible sigh. I thought it was going to be a whistle for a second. I looked at looked at his face, pushing his hair back. He felt warm. Though a little pale, his warm was a nice indicator he's alive. Charlie's alive! I stared at him. I felt numb. It was a weave, a snap of a pulled rubber band, a broken dam. All my emotions hit me at once. I felt tears careen down my face. I looked down at my dusty hands. Those tears were carving a path of freedom and serenity.
Cool attempt at overstimulation representation, LMAO. Yeah.
Yeah. I suddenly stopped in the heavens for his safe return. It wasn't done with him yet. He doesn't die like this. Not like this. I pushed my tears away, wiping my dirty hands against my pants. I wiped my cheeks, cleaning my face in the dust. Motherfucker, you better survive. My tears lessened, but I knew if anything went slightly wrong, I would relapse into tears, into a mess of emotions I'd rather not feel. Knock, knock. I look up to see Ghost standing in the doorway. End of chapter. End of chapter 11.
End of chapter. God. I don't think we have time for another one because I'm gonna.
Oh, man, it's the one where we get to learn about Charlie's name, and I think this. We're like 2 away from her fighting Ghost.
We can save that for next time.
Okay. We're gonna.
Oh fuck.
I'm
Does everyone
considering.
have? Also, thank you, Oliver, for the follow. You followed mid thing, so I didn't say it, but hello, I do see you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Both of you, welcome to the Angry Mob. Here's your torch and our pitchfork. Please grab a snack.
You sound upset.
I'm so. This fucking fanfiction takes it out of me, man. The death scare was the only good part. Yeah.
It really was.
And the fact that it was like better written than every other documents are important. You got yours locked and loaded. Oh fuck! What did I say I was gonna do? I sweat as I paint.
Yeah.
Gonna write it down so I can copy paste it.
I'm copy pasting.
I
Same.
paint as I feel sweet. Is what it was.
Alright, how do you spell repose again?
RHIPOSE.
Okay. I have my thing ready to
But
press
I'm
enter when
great.
you're ready.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Save, okay. I stood up, so my VTuber model's like tall now. Which means I can
We
turn
will
it
do
down.
this again. We will do
Yes.
this at some point. I'm not sure when.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have that free
At
open
some
spot
point.
tomorrow.
God.
Oh.
I think the worst part is I was planning on working on Echo's thing again tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
if we didn't do something, so we could, but I don't think I can handle this 2 days in a row. It's so real.
Okay. All
Do
right.
we have to? We will, but it won't be soon. Like
Yeah.
we will give all of
Probably
us
will
time to
probably
recover.
it probably won't be until like next
month.
week, next like that around at the earliest.
Yeah. Don't worry. This one will be like a only if we have time.
All right, I'm ready to press enter when you are.
All right. I'm gonna start. I forgot to hit start raid. So if everybody's got their quotes locked and loaded,
I
for
got my
Repose?
quote.
All right, rockin'. My 2 permanent cringe damage is done twice in a row. Yeah. I don't want to like lessen your lifespan by this. All right, everybody, be good. Tomorrow, Aries and I will be hanging out again to do art stuff.
Yeah.
Because there will be no pony time, so we're probably gonna be doing home stuff, or I will be working on this.
We'll probably do a
we'll
mix of it.
We'll do like a whatever. It will be
I'll
an art
work on
stream, and
I'll
we will
work
be
on
there.
Sai, you work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it will be art,
Mhm.
and we will be here, and that will be tomorrow. I love you all. Au revoir. I'm heading into.
Mwah!